Hello, fellow geeks. Welcome to another episode of Tabletop Treasure Hunters. Tonight we have with us, we have Alex, Arbiter Themis, and Brian Paya from the Contract Consortium. And we also have Irina, being played by Katie, as well as newly this week, which is about to be announced right now, we have Otis, played by Toby with the Syndicate of Rites. And we will get to that in a moment. But first off, I would like to explain to any of you who don't know, this is Tabletop Treasure Hunters. This is our Pathfinder 2nd Edition homebrewed campaign. Although this is our own homebrew, Pathfinder 2e, the rule system, the world we're playing in of Galarion, many of the deities, characters, and all of the rules, etc., are owned by a company named Paizo, and this is our very excitable fan content. But yeah, that's Tabletop Treasure Hunters, guys. Now, today we have a job which is called a Royal Pain. This was from the last job draft. We had Contract Consortium with us last week, and this week, instead of being with Foresight Faction, they are being paired with Syndicate of Rites. Sorry, I had my wrong notes up here. So, by the way, we're either late or early, depending on where you guys looked at our social media. We accidentally put two different promos up, so we decided to cut the middle. If you're on Facebook, we were starting at 7. If you were on Twitter, or vice versa, we were starting at 7:30. So here we are. Welcome everybody. So let's talk about you guys chat really quick before we get started. For any of you guys who watch Treasure Hunters, you guys know that we have some chat interactions for you guys to interact. Instead of going in all of those in depth, I'm going to let you guys know if you want to check out what we have, you can use the command !engage, which we were told was not working last week, but we believe it's fixed this week. So if you guys check that out, you should see a whole list of chat interactions you guys can use for subbing, giving bits, etc. Also, if you guys check just below the chat dialog box, we have some channel points called mana points. You guys can use those to do some other interactions as well. Notably, if you guys take a look at the overlay here, we have this bar at the bottom that's has 2 sides to it of +2s. That's called our affirmation bar. If you guys like to spend mana to shift that, if you go towards the hero sides, it's going to give all of our heroes a +1 or +2 to their d20 rolls. If you put it to the villain side, it's going to give all the enemies a +1 or +2 to their rolls. And then if you guys overshoot it by either side, it's going to give hero points. Hero points can also be given out by sharing the stream. Shout us out on Twitter, add us on Twitter, share to some Discord, share on Facebook. Just let us know that you shared us around, and you can give one of the heroes a hero point, or you can give me a villain point. Hero points are used by the heroes to either dump all of them and do what's called a heroic recovery. They'll cheat death, they'll go to 1 hit point, they'll stand up, they'll lose their dying and wounded condition, or each guild has their own unique hero point use they can use, 1 for 1. The Syndicate of Rites can cause enemies to reroll attack rolls or saving throws, taking the worst result at a -2, and the Contract Consortium can increase damage rolls by 50%, or if they want to take a gamble, they can have the damage roll just completely re-rolled. And then villain points for me, I will use during 1 encounter of each session, and I will basically use them as a currency to make that encounter more difficult. Aside from that, I'll mention blessings because that's one of our fun chat interactions that people like. If you guys subscribe or if you guys are Patreon supporters, you guys can dish out blessings. Blessings are basically boons that are going to last throughout the entire session that are gifted by one of the Pathfinder deities. These are homebrewed boons, and they are pretty strong. So if you guys want to dish those out, sub, do a Patreon, etc. And speaking of Patreon, we have Arbiter Themis and Paya today. Would like to thank our lovely Patreon supporters, if you guys would.
Yes, let me pull that list up. First, we'd like to thank Real Life Unicorn. I can't hear you,
Arbiter
Arbiter.
Themis seems to be under a silence spell.
I'm sorry. We mustn't also forget Brian Fitzpatrick.
And Alex.
And the side quest Inn.
And Kimberly Young.
And Katie Young, the younger of the young ones. I don't know if that's true.
Younglings.
I'm just taking a stab.
Wonderful. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate your support. And to everybody else, anybody who's a sub or just shares or anything, we appreciate you guys. So we hope you enjoy our chat interactions. And that is it for you, chat. So let's go ahead and let's while we're on the topic of chat interactions and blessings and whatnot, we have a couple of random blessings from our active players, the side quest in and Katie. So we're going to go ahead and roll those. We've decided as players, if they want to support as well, that they can get the blessings, but it'll be random just so they can't, try to use it to a very big advantage here. So let's go ahead and let's roll those up. The first one from the side quest in is going to go to Arbiter Themis. And the second one from Katie is going to go to Otis. Do you guys have any preference on which alignment of deity is blessing you today?
Not the good one.
Not the good one.
Don't forget that there's a third Patreon blessing.
There is a third Patreon blessing. Let's roll that up as well. Thank you. From Alex. And that one's going to Paya. All right, Otis, so you just want to go random between the evil and the neutral deities?
Yeah, man. Give me that rando.
Okay, it is the neutral deities today for you, and you are being blessed by Callistria, who's a popular one for you. So you've got the minor blessing currently, which is you feel more capable of deceptive and agile movements. Whenever a creature misses you with an attack, they gain the flat-footed condition for a round. In addition, whenever you damage a flat-footed creature, increase your damage by your level. So that's what you got for yours. Paya, any preference for your alignment?
Yes. Evil. Can I ask for lawful evil?
Yeah, let's go for it here. Okay, going for lawful evil. I'll give you close to. I'll give you within one step. So I'll avoid the chaotic evil for you, Contract Consortium people, since you're not about that chaos here. So that is going to put you maybe off the top of their head in Norgerber's alignment. I actually don't know. Katie, can you tell me your deity's alignment?
Neutral.
Neutral evil. Okay, you're being blessed by Norgerber today, Paya.
All right.
So your weapon becomes laced with some sort of unknown contact poison, but only while in your possession. Whenever you damage a creature the first time each round, you can choose to either have that creature become enfeebled to or stupefied to for a round. I'll let that apply to your spells.
Cool.
That your spells have like some kind of, odd poison effect to them today.
Thank you.
No problem. And Arbiter, I imagine you're wanting the same as Paya here.
Not Norgerber.
but in that field, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I'd rather err on the lawful side.
Err on the lawful side.
Because the law is important,
As you're a champion, how do you feel about Asmodeus' blessing?
Great.
Great,
I mean,
yeah.
anytime, always, day or night.
As a champion of Asmodeus, you're blessed by Asmodeus today. Your demeanor becomes very intimidating and your skin resists burns. Gain resistance 5 to fire, and whenever the enemy tries to attack you or interact with you in any way, they become frightened 1. So make sure you give me a reminder about that when that happens.
Oh.
And I believe we are caught up here on blessings. So thank you very much, chat. We appreciate all that. Thank you, Patreon supporters. Thank you, subscribers. And let's get into the session. So I want to start with a little bit of a recap on a couple things. So let's start with Otis, because this one's pretty important. So when we last left off with Otis, Otis was a member of the Company of Honor. During their last session, we talked about this a little bit last week, but there was a bit of a tussle that went down between Dorian and Otis. Otis had some evidence on Dorian that Dorian had committed some not so good things, and he tried to arrest him. The whole thing blew up into a bit of a conflict, and in that conflict, Dorian and Leaf died. After this, there was a bit of a debriefing. There was a lot of discussion. There was an investigation. As it settled down, everybody is continuing as normal. None of the guilds were held with fault. There was some warnings that went around, but as it settled, everything is continuing on normally, except with the fact Otis wanted to swap over to Syndicate of Rites, which was an offer that was extended out by Arena initially. The guilds reviewed it. They decided that as long as Otis left all of his belongings that he's obtained during this competition, he could go ahead and swap guilds. So that is what's happened this week. Otis has officially finished his paperwork, and this is his first job with the Syndicate of Rites, joining Arena, who was previously partnered with Dorian. So that's that for catch up. We also have 2 new characters with us today in the form of Arbiter Themis and Paya. Their last session obtained a couple of special animal companions called Nemas, which are basically not very well known magical dinosaur creatures. They found a little hidden village within the Mwangni Expanse and gained the favor of these creatures. Now, for you guys, these creatures are intelligent. They don't speak, but they are very smart. They seem to understand you. They have personalities of their own. They do demand respect. They don't like put up with any sort of abuse or anything. If that were to happen, they would just disappear. But for now, for your guys' assistance on the last job, they are currently serving you guys so long as you hold up to the contract that the consortium put up to keep the village a secret. So tell us a little bit about your Nemas here. So these are raptor-esque type creatures with not functional wings. But aside from that, they're pretty flavorfully different in appearance. So tell us the name and give us a description of your Nemas, Arbiter Themis.
My Nemas, which if you haven't seen that episode, is there a place where they can watch it?
It is on playback on Twitch right now, and it will be on YouTube eventually.
Because y'all should check it out. It was a blast. And yeah, that location is secret. So my Nemas is he's a mature Nemas. So he is the biggest and the baddest. He's medium size. She named him Dante. And he is, think like Jurassic Park raptor status, like what's the one with Chris Pratt? That one? The New World? The New Lost World?
Jurassic World or Lost World, something like that.
The Found Lost World? Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Black with some red striping, but the feathers, because it does have feathers, it's got like a really cool feather mane situation going down its magnificent and fearsome looking head.
Black with red feathers, you say?
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like a certain bird you may know.
Sort of, doesn't it?
Yes.
I just attract these black feathered creatures.
And you were able to pick an element with yours. So yours is big and bad from being the evocation school. Each player got to pick a school of magic. You chose evocation, which makes it a little more.
So my Nemas is resistant to fire damage, but also does fire damage with its jaws and its claws.
Nice. Very cool. All right. And Paya chose the enchantment Nemas. So go ahead and tell us a bit about yours.
Indeed. Mine is like dark purple with some red feathers in there as well. And his name is Admiral. And other than that, he's small. So just another Nemas that looks like a small version of one of those raptors.
Very nice.
Alex explained most of it, so it's the same, just different coloring and enchantment.
No,
I think I explained more about how my Nemas looks than I ever did about what Arbiter looks like.
Oh, well.
Because who doesn't love a good animal companion, right?
Right?
Yeah.
Everyone's like, tell me about your Nemas. And I'm like, well, the Arbiter has blonde hair. No, I'm just kidding.
And Paya's Nemas ability as the enchantment Nemas has, it will make unsettling chirping sounds at whoever he decides to sick it on. And it will make it so that they take a minus to their mental saving throws, as well as make it so they cannot lose the frightened condition for a round. Which is a good combo with your blessing today, Arbiter. How about that?
Oh, and I have an aura too, so.
Nice. Very good. All right. So do you players have anything else you guys feel like we need to recap or go over with chat before we get started for the session today?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Hit me
Some orders of business.
Mm-hmm.
We did scout this job. I think it's important to note that we all did the legendary scouting, and there was a hidden message in the request from the person who hired us for this job that said a code hostage. So there's probably something more going on than
Indeed.
what meets the eye.
And the base job of what they got hired for, you guys are hired by a prince from the River Kingdoms. The kingdom itself is named Icosis. It's a small, brand new kingdom, which has just recently been founded by this family, the Dandridge family. You guys are being hired by the prince of this family, who simply said that he is having troubles with some petty thieveries, and his staff is too incompetent to handle it. So you guys are being paid to come and deal with said thieveries. That is the job as you were hired for. And then Otis added in that additional information that they obtained. And that's our session today. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's get our Royal Kingdom music started for Samud, shall we?
I should have dressed up.
I know, right? All right. So you guys are going to start in Absalom, as you always do. It's your home base. You guys get your supplies ready. Emmerich has everything set up for you, ready to go. You have your thunder griffs, your lightning griffs ready to take off and take you to the River Kingdoms. It's going to be a couple days flight. Anything you guys need for preparations before we head out? Very good.
Do we have arrangements at inns on the way, or are we expected to sleep under the stars like casuals?
I don't know. Does Themis insist on trying to get inns when they can?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Do I look like someone that's gonna rough it if I don't have a choice?
So has Themis made a fuss before, so they know when the consortium goes out, they better get some nice.
100%. At the very least, I'm glamping. You give me a really good tent. The last time I went out into the jungle, I got a tiny tent that I had to pitch myself. No. That's not how it's not how I travel. Certainly not.
Wonderful. Yeah, you guys have some pretty nice arrangements along the way. There's not too much roughing it. You guys have some strategically thought out stops, and you guys arrive there in the early morning. So we're going to go ahead and we are going to start there if you guys have nothing else.
Hey, should we? Are we missing something? You've asked a few times.
No, just
okay.
Just making sure.
If we miss it.
No, you guys.
So hold on. Just wait a minute. Are we?
This is the one when the DM over-explains, makes everybody paranoid.
Yeah.
No, so are you crossing that bridge? So are you gonna cross? Okay, just a tiny anecdote for the folks at home. One of my first games with Chase ever. There was a rope bridge. Everybody knows. I swear to God, everybody in Pathfinder knows that you inspect the hell out of every rope bridge you cross. But we were all noobs, so we just start putting ourselves on the bridge. And then Chase was like, "So wait, are you guys crossing the bridge?" We're like, "Yeah, we're on the bridge." Okay, but so you guys walking across the bridge? Yes, we are on the bridge. We are ready to go. And he's like, "Okay, so how far are you going on the bridge?" I'm like, "Chase, we're crossing the bridge," and then the rope snapped. And I think my character died. So.
It was your favorite NPC, but it was close.
No,
Good
Hilda.
times. Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
that did happen.
We had to spend some hero points so that she didn't drown in her heavy-ass paladin armor. Anyhow, sorry. So back to this.
Back to the River Kingdoms. All right.
So
it
was announced really quick, and I'm sorry, but if we're traveling together, there's, I guess you could say there's an elephant in the room.
Oh right, yeah. Go ahead and discuss it. How's that going down?
Well, I wish I could say this was unexpected. But truly, I didn't see you going this far. How is it over in the Syndicate, Inspector?
I'm just joined, and I'm here to do a job, Arbiter.
Oh, as am I. But certainly we can do it as old colleagues and friends, or has that changed too?
Nothing in this world would take away our friendship.
Oh, I do hope you're right, Inspector.
Is there something that you're not telling me, Arbiter?
Only, I think, as much as you haven't told me, Inspector.
I have told you everything.
In a manner of speaking, you are very hard to follow lately.
I don't know what you're hinting at. But
no hinting at all. You are very difficult, Shuni, to follow.
Well,
You're
thank
here,
you.
you're there.
Indeed, I've been known to do a little skulking.
Very much skulking indeed. More skulking than I've ever seen Pius skulk in his entire life.
No, I say I take umbrage with that.
You do skulk. I've seen
Well,
you.
no, I do skulk, but I would say I skulk far more.
Oh. Well, I suppose you're right. My apologies for assuming otherwise. Anyhow.
Are we
Carry
still
on.
friends, Arbiter? Perhaps you should answer the question.
Oh, I think so.
Indeed.
It would be the first time I've ever had a friend in the Syndicate of Rites. There's a first time for everything, wouldn't you say?
Indeed.
Meaning no offense,
Arbiter.
Irina.
I don't see the problem with being as part of the Syndicate of Rites.
No, naturally. I wouldn't expect you to. Anyhow, shall we carry on?
Well, just because
Before
we
we-
don't follow the letter of the law to the T.
Before we
That
carry
was a
on,
good pun.
we have a Patreon not Patreon. We have a blessing. Oh, Patreon blessing. It is a Patreon blessing for Katie. So thank you, RLU. We appreciate it very much. And let's see who you're being blessed by today, Katie. Any preference?
Chaotic evil.
Okay. Chaotic evil it is. Okay, rolling that blessing up now. And you're being blessed by Zon Kuthan tonight. Your minor blessing is you gain 1 cast of the darkness spell heightened to half your level rounded up. You gain greater dark vision. While in darkness, you gain +2 to your AC. And also, Themis. There is a little bit of weight in your guild bag.
I should check what this is. Hopefully it's not a tent. I'll pull out whatever the item is.
So when you pull it out, you see a sealed envelope, and it is sealed with the insignia of this royal family that you're currently going to see. And there's a note on top by your guild saying, "This was received shortly after you left."
It's rather inconvenient. I'll crack the seal and investigate. I'll say, Pia, come here, please.
Yes, Arbiter.
And then we can read it together.
So yeah, when you open up, there's a piece of parchment in there, and there's no words upon it. There's just some hastily drawn symbols. And from left to right, the symbols are a sun, some stars,
Sun,
some
stars.
stars, a crescent moon, and a cloud.
Wow, that was the most fucked up start. Oh, sorry.
You're good. I bet it was.
And the last one was a cloud?
A cloud. And that's all
it.
that's in there. That's it. Okay. So you receive that. You guys continue on your journey, and you guys in early morning end up landing with your Thundergriffs at the palace, as you were supposed to meet here, of Icosis. Now, this kingdom is still fairly small. There's a lot being built. There's a lot under construction, but there's the basics that you can see set up. There's mills, there's a quarry, there's some village housing enough for the people of the city, general stores, whatnot, but nothing too extravagant except for the palace itself. It looks like the palace has had a lot of care taken into it. It is large. There is beautiful gardens surrounding it. And the general scenery, I guess, around the town is kind of marshy for the most part. The city is built in one of like the nicer, greener, drier areas. But around there's a lot of cliff sides, and below the cliff sides are marshes and whatnot. So that's your general setting for here. So you guys go landing, and there is a woman, very beautiful elf woman. She's got bleach blonde hair, very nice attire, hands behind her back, standing very proper, who walks up to greet you. "Oh, hello. You must be the ones here for the prince's job?"
Yes.
pleasant to meet you. My name is Blair. I am in charge of the prince's security. I will be taking you to him if you're ready.
Absolutely. And may I get your name? Wait, never mind. She said her name was Blair.
She said her name was Blair, officer.
My name is Arbiter Themis. This is my companion, Piapok.
Pleased to meet you.
She does a proper bow. And you as well, Paya.
Otis steps forward.
And who is this handsome one? She'll kind of crouch down and hold a hand out to you.
You don't have to crouch for me, madam.
Oh,
I am Inspector Otis. You may call me Inspector.
Oh.
This here is Irina.
Pleasant to meet you, Irina. Especially pleasant to meet you, Inspector. She gives you kind of just a very uncomfortably long smile.
Whoa. Can I sense motive this?
Yeah.
Oh, did you want to roll it?
No, you're good. You got it.
Okay, 37.
37. Oh, she's clearly flirting. She's not great at it, but she's trying.
Hold on. How old is this person?
She's an elf, so it's hard to tell.
She's an elf.
Yeah.
3,000 years old.
She looks to be in her prime.
Does it seem like
Hold on, what's the
genuine
prime for
flirting or deceitful flirting?
With your 37, it seems. It's a good question. It seems a bit deceitful, actually. You pick up maybe she's buttering you up a little bit.
Okay.
I don't need your flattery, madam, but I will accept it.
No flattery intended. I apologize.
You don't have to apologize. I said I accept it.
Well, very good then. Please come with me. I'd be glad to take you to the prince.
Otis will lean over to Irina as the lady walks away.
There was something up with that one. She was lying about being happy to see me.
As she turns Otis to lead you, she's wearing a cloak. Her cloak kind of, blows to the side as she turns quickly, and she pulls it back to her side afterwards. But you notice that there seems to be a whole lot of vials on a belt tucked behind her cloak. Just little vials of different colors.
Can I perception to identify any at a quick glance?
It'd be craft.
That's fine. Do you want to roll it or do you want me
Yeah,
to?
I will roll the craft secretly.
Do you need to know my plus or you have it?
I got it right here. Yeah, so you didn't recognize them with a quick glance. It was, a lot of alchemical items and potions look kind of similar unless you can see labels or whatnot. So nothing identified just by the quick glance.
Cool. I don't say anything.
Okay. You all following?
Yeah.
Indubitably.
All
We'll
right.
keep an eye on her, Otis.
Indeed, we must.
So she leads you up this, very nice paved path to this nice palace. There's statues on either side. There's gardens on either side. Beautiful plants. Everything is very nice. As you step into the main entry of this palace, it's just a beautiful sight. There's just nice furniture everywhere, decorations, everything's in marble and quartz. Grand staircase leading up. There's some sort of music playing, just hanging in the air that you don't see any source of it. And she's going to lead you up the grand staircase. Hope you don't mind a bit of a climb. The prince is on the 3rd floor.
Not a matter.
Good. She'll escort you up the flight of stairs up further. So, have you worked with the prince before or the royal family? I've never heard of your alliance before.
We are relatively new, just as your kingdom is. But the Fortune Seekers Alliance has been around for several years.
Want to sense motive her not knowing us. The
Yeah.
alliance.
Okay, I'll roll that secret roll. Yeah, you can roll it. Go
Fine.
for it.
No, it's fine.
No, go for it, Katie.
I already did. It's a 21.
The 21. Yeah, with the 21, you don't pick up any deceit. Well, that's very interesting. I wonder how the prince heard of you. As far as I'm aware, he hasn't been outside the River Kingdoms any more than I have.
Well, word travels quickly, so perhaps if he's got his ear to the ground, I suppose maybe word of us has come up.
Indeed, I suppose. Either way, this should be a very easy job for you. Hopefully, quick pay. Our staff of sentries and guards is currently not so up to snuff, and those of us who are more experienced are quite busy with kingdom business. So I imagine this should be a quick work for you, and some easy pay.
I do love to hear that.
Any reason, now of course, not to seem ungrateful, but any reason why he would contract the job instead of using the coin to hire someone to keep on long term to train the recruits?
Well, everybody was ignoring his requests. We didn't find it very important, but he was insistent. His things keep getting stolen, just little trinkets and knickknacks, and though it is a bit unfortunate and we're trying to fix it, they're some sly thieves. We don't know how he keeps misplacing them or getting them stolen, but nothing of grand importance. We were going to look into it when we got around to it, but he insisted on hiring somebody himself.
Otis will pull out his notepad and step up next to the Arbiter.
And how long have you known the prince?
Well, I've known the prince for 3 years now.
In that time, have you noticed things missing before?
No, not anything out of the usual.
And how did you get hired on the staff?
Oh, I am part of the guard watch. I'm actually the prince's personal bodyguard currently. So,
Personal bodyguard?
yes.
Have you been that for 3 years, madam?
Well, it didn't start that way. As you know, this is a newly claimed kingdom. They braved some dangerous lands to establish it. So I helped with the exploration and fought on the front lines for everything.
Tell me, madam,
Camps.
what did the prince eat for breakfast this morning?
The prince had some lovely croissants with cream, a homemade syrup from the cooks.
That sounds delicious.
Is that relevant?
Indeed. Arbiter, a word?
Absolutely. Paya, perhaps you could discuss the pay and the current standing, just so we can see if there might be any enemies of the kingdom that might be encouraging the thievery.
Of course.
Irina's also looking around.
As you're walking.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a perception.
I also have a quick question.
Uh-huh.
Were the Nemas invited in as
Oh
well?
yeah, so let's gotta
Because
get used to
they're a
animal
big
components
raptor.
being present.
So I
Yeah,
just
so
need-
as you guys find your lightning griffs, they probably teleport, and you probably see them flashes at them keeping up with you. They are quite adept at teleporting, and they do so when they get panicked or when they need to travel. And yeah, she wouldn't take any notice to them. They're probably just following you in.
Okay. How intelligent is it to where if I were to give it instructions as if to say, like, I know it can't communicate, but would it understand if I said keep an eye out for any suspicious activity? Is it going to know what suspicious activity is?
Yeah, it
So,
would.
like-
they're not like Otis level intelligent, but like it would be like the equivalent. Like if it saw something that it thought was fishy, it would come do like a nudge you and like, hey, look at this.
Okay.
Is that
So,
our
like-
benchmark?
Otis,
Otis
level intelligent. Yeah.
So yeah, but like what? Like so is that a 10? So like if we're going up the stairs and like some cook is like leaning out, like washing a dish and watching us, would it find that strange?
Yeah.
Okay.
It may. It's a
Okay.
very intelligent animal. It is still an animal, but it understands communication pretty well.
Okay. Well, then that
Like
being
its
the
knowledge of the world is maybe highly naive. Let's put it that way.
case. Okay, that's fair. Well, in that case, I've given Dante some general instructions to just kind of keep an eye out. I don't want to be surprise attacked. But it also doesn't need to like prowl. It can just keep an eye out for me.
Okay. Yeah. it'll do that, and you see it kind of start getting a little more alert and snapping its head around a bit more.
Mhm. And also, I would like to be alerted anytime at the smell of blood or decay.
Okay.
Decaying flesh.
It does have scent, so we'll keep an eye out for that. Or
Keep a nose out.
Yep. Katie, what was your perception check?
Was a 20.
A 20. Yeah, you're not really noticing anything out of the usual. There's servants bustling around, and it's a very nice palace running as you would expect it to.
Just gonna keep up that.
So did I hear that you guys are splitting, or is Paya just discussing now with the pay?
I imagine Otis and the Arbiter are just like falling back a little bit to have a discussion while Paya is talking to the lady, and then Irina's like watching around.
Okay. Yeah, she'll chat you up, Paya. Did you have any specific questions or just friendly chit chat?
Mostly just asking about more details about what's gone missing, and
The
so
princess.
just kind of general stuff like she's probably told us.
Yes, he has a list. He is quite dramatic. He'll give you the list, and I will be escorting you around during your investigation.
Wonderful.
Yes, sir.
Now, when you say he's dramatic, can you tell me more about that?
He's unfortunately stereotypical royalty. He's very spoiled.
Hmm?
When something goes missing, he throws a big fuss about it.
What kind of fuss?
Tantrums, anger, drama. I read his list this morning. Give it a read, you'll see.
Very well. I'll take the list.
He's acting as if his entire existence is withering away because he lost some valuables that mother and father will replace immediately.
Oh, this poor man. We need to find his valuables.
Yes, I suppose we do. Themis and Otis, you guys having a discussion?
Mm-hmm.
It's Arbiter and Inspector, please.
Thank you, Arbiter and Inspector.
Arbiter, the madam there's deceit around her. She was floating,
Absolutely.
and while she's quite good at it, it is not authentic. I don't trust her. Did you see all of her vials on her belt?
I don't think I saw, did I?
No.
I didn't. But one thing that's got me interested is that she admitted not wanting to acknowledge the prince's wishes to find his belongings, especially now that we've been told the secret message hostage. I'm very suspect as to this Blair's intentions.
Indeed, we must get to the prince alone when we get to him, and not trust this woman with anything.
Agreed. Hopefully Paya can keep her distracted while we can glean some other information.
Yeah, and I'm trying to get a feel for her too while I'm talking to her, Chase. And so I want to use my lie to me feat as I'm just talking
Sure.
to her, see if I catch her in any lies. Which
Yeah, go ahead and roll a deception. I'll let you do this
perfect.
one. Also, while you're rolling that, just for a catch up on everybody, Arbiter, you have got 1 hero point. I have 2 villain points. Inspector has 2 hero points. Paya has 1 hero point, and Irina, with all the love tonight, has 7 hero points.
Lord almighty.
That's what you get for not smiling.
Okay, sorry. It has Themis's Nima as my little drop downs that are quick
So
to get
if you
to.
click on your token and then highlight the macro.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Thank you.
No problem. "30 deception." So as you're getting a feel for her, you sense that she's a bit fake, right? She's being very pleasant and polite, but you catch like an occasional like dagger glance back, especially targeted at Arbiter. But then she kind of quickly covers it with a smile. But she seems like she's maybe forcing politeness is what you're picking up, I guess.
So maybe not necessarily lying, but just putting on an act that like higher class people tend to do.
Right.
Okay, and with that dagger look to Themis, does that seem like, because the feeling that like I'm getting is she doesn't really want someone that's super skilled in the law to be looking into things here. It's like, do I get that feeling from her, or is it still just like
That could be a reasonable assumption, but not like you wouldn't be sure.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
While Otis and I are walking, as when Blair's back is there anyone else looking at us, or just casual milling about?
Yeah, just casual milling about. Nobody's really giving you guys much attention. A couple of the servants maybe give the Nemas some like looks, like a couple look alarmed, a couple think like, oh, that's so cute type of look.
That's a very strange reaction to my Nemas.
It's more towards Pias.
Okay. I'm like, what the hell is this kingdom? If anyone is looking at Dante, I'm going to say, you can show them your feathers if you'd like, and so that he can like get his like feathery grandness out, because I want him to be just a little bit distracting so that I can pass Otis a note. Just all like while Dante is strutting around as Dante does. I'm just gonna lean over like Otis's notes, and I'm gonna just drop the folded letter that I got onto his little book.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll a stealth, and I'll just assume that Dante is being a marvelous creature and he's critically assisting you with a +2. So
can I do a deception instead?
No, this one would be a stealth.
Okay.
Do I pick up on what is about to happen?
Yeah.
Okay.
In fact, I'll let you. That's odd triggers. Themis is gonna hand you something. You can roll stealth as well. We'll take the better result.
Instead, can I roll a deception to drop my book and like have her drop her paper at the same time and then pick them up?
Yeah, that'd be more of an assist. But yeah, go for it.
That's fine. I assist her. Yeah, yeah, that's fine. If it's assisting her stealth, that's great.
Okay, what
Cool.
you got, Themis?
You know, I'd love to tell you. As soon as I find where my skills are.
I got a 15.
It's the
for my
hands.
assist.
Okay. Oh, Otis's was the 15. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you'll click on your token, Alex, and then the skills will be at the top macro bar.
Yeah, I know. They're up here. Like, I don't know why I'm pretending like I don't know what's happening.
It's because we changed VTTs. For any of the viewers, we're using a new VTT, so we're all still adjusting. Oh, you guys all rolled so bad.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So it's like Otis drops his books.
I'm like, oops.
Yeah. You delay a little too long and you clearly drop something on top of him.
Otis is probably delayed too. Like, just not
Listen,
insane.
Dante has some magnificent feathers. We both were like, wow, it's impressive.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah, it draws some attention. And Blair is clearly like looking at you when you drop your note, Themis. I mean, like, I imagine it's folded up, right? Like, it's not obvious to see what's on it, but she sees you drop some and she just kind of looks back. Are you okay?
Otis winks at her.
Let me help you get that. And she'll crouch.
No, we got it. It's fine.
Okay. I won't intrude. Just up here. So she'll lead you guys up the last little flight of stairs here into this grand hallway. There's paintings of different royal looking people on the walls, and she'll knock on a grand oak door, and shortly after, a very handsome gentleman will open the door. He is a human. He's got some, just some scruff for a beard, dark hair, short hair, kind of neatly combed over. Very fit, trim, royal-looking gentleman in some nice clothes. Oh, hello. You must be the help that I've ordered. Yes, they are here to help you. I've gone over the situation with them, and I think all they'll be needing is your list. Isn't that right?
Yes, but we also have a few more questions, if that's all right, just to get a feel for the kingdom.
He kind of looks over at Blair. Yes, I suppose I can answer some questions, though I did put it all in the list. And I think that should be sufficient for you.
Naturally, Your
Indeed.
Highness.
Go ahead.
Let me go get it. He'll scurry back in the room. He doesn't like open the door very wide. He kind of keeps it mostly closed. He shuts it behind him, comes back a couple seconds later.
Whoa, can Otis walk in before he comes back?
Like walk in the room?
Yeah,
Yeah, sure.
he does.
Excuse you,
Who's talking to Otis?
the prince.
Oh,
This was a nice room you have, sir.
and he closes the door.
Yes, have I heard of knocking? He'll come. He'll open the door with the note in hand. He looks down at Otis for a minute, and then he hands the note to Blair. Blair opens it, looks it over. Yes, this is the one you should be needing. And she hands it to Otis.
He'll take it.
We need to ask the prince some questions.
Is that absolutely necessary?
Indeed.
I suppose so. Come on in, ask any questions you need.
Otis will like gesture for Irina to go first.
Yeah, she'll walk into the room.
Okay. Everybody walking in?
Yep.
Yeah, Otis doesn't want the guard lady to go in.
She's trying to follow behind.
You,
Irina's
madam.
gonna turn around and glare at her.
Roll intimidate.
Oh.
So many
18.
threes being rolled on the dice tonight. 18. Yes. Excuse me?
I would like a moment with the prince. I'm sure you can understand privacy being security. Wait
sure.
outside.
I'm sure you can understand security leads to no privacy, unfortunately. She's going to just
Wait.
step past you.
I would like to look about the room with a
Same.
perception check.
Yeah.
Does that Zod trigger in this room?
It doesn't.
Okay. He'll still look around.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a nice prince's room.
An
24.
18, a 24.
Oh, 26 because of affirmation.
26 with affirmation. Ooh, you guys, that's right. We didn't mention the affirmation bar. +2, because chat loves you guys today.
Oh yeah, so 20.
20k.
Why did that roll twice?
Ooh, you must have fortune checked. Anyways, so yeah, with a 26 Otis and a 27 Paya, it just looks like a prince's room. He's got valuables around. He's got some coats of arms and some swords hanging on the walls. You guys can tell from his room he appears to be a fan of jousting. He's got like a lot of things related to jousting on it. He's got some very well drawn art on a desk. It looks like it's been like in progress, something he's maybe done.
If I'll say, Your Highness, those are very good. May I? I'm just leaning over with my hands clasped behind my back, so I'm not
With-
going to touch.
With the art.
Mhm.
Yeah, he'll say yes, please.
What's the art of?
It looks like it's mostly like just he's got a couple of self drawings that he's in the works of, and he's got drawings of a lot of different women in regal outfits. Do you like it?
I do.
Hmm.
Is it good? Like, is the art
It
good?
yeah, it's quite good.
I'll look at him. Do you? I mean no offense, but do you take commissions? I love your style, and your strokes are just. I'm gonna compliment the art.
He looks towards Blair for a minute, and Blair just kind of gives like a little shake of her head. Not currently. Not until these problems are resolved, you see.
Can I perception that look?
While
Like
he's
sense motive?
perceptioning the look, what's a 36 perception around the room get while Arbiter's talking?
A 36 perception around the room. So with 36 perception, you can tell the room's probably been like recently cleaned. Like it is thoroughly cleaned. Like it looks like it's been mopped and scrubbed down and everything in its proper place. The sheets are made. Doesn't look like the chair was even tucked in nicely. Looks like everything's perfect shape. maybe like a little oddly clean. For
So
somebody.
like companies coming over and nobody can know we sit kind of clean.
Yeah.
Okay.
With the look, Otis, I mean, you catch it. It wasn't terribly subtle. It looked like a look of like asking permission and a rejection.
Permission to answer the question?
Yeah. Well, about the commission.
Like if
She
he
was
can do
saying-
commissions.
Yeah, like she was saying like no.
Okay. I'll wait till the arbiter's done with the art conversation.
Well, I'll just say, that's too bad. Well, hopefully, if my companions and I can straighten this out for you, you'll reconsider. There's a great big empty space above my chair at my office back in Absalom, and I'd love some of your art there. I'd like to diplomatize.
Yeah, for sure.
This will be +2.
+2.
Sheesh.
21?
Yes.
How old is Themis? Like, how old does, I guess, too personal question. How old does Themis look? Like, middle-aged, like young?
Yeah, well, so she's not like 19 or mid-20s. She's probably like 29 or 30.
Okay. Yeah, he'll kind of smile.
Don't forget she's an Azamar, so she's very pretty.
Oh, yes. Well, when this is all finished, I would love to do something like that for you. If you would like to model for me, it would be free. Blair kind of... but of course, after all of this is settled.
Well, I'll know where to find you. I'm gonna say that as seductively as I can. Not,
Okay.
but like not like taking my robe off. Like I'll just say, well, then we'll see what we can.
I gotcha.
Sometimes talking like her is so gross. Anyhow, okay. So, but looking at what is his art done with? Like, because I have that note. The sun and the stars and the moon and the cloud, it was in ink, right?
It was actually in like charcoal, very fine charcoal. And
like the kind an artist would have.
Yeah, and you do see that these were done in, it looks like the same type of writing utensil.
I'm going to ask him, now your figure work is exquisite. Have you ever done landscaping or done a landscape, more of the atmosphere sort of drawings?
Blair's going to do a little less subtle of a cough. I believe we should be starting the investigation now and stop troubling the prince. Yes, I do apologize, but I am quite fatigued and would like you to start your business. Everything that you need to know is in the letter.
Oh, I'd imagine an artist of your stature must get quite tired.
Yes, quite exhausting. Now, please, you're being paid to do a job, so go do it.
Understood, Your Highness. I will bow deeply and excuse myself.
Before we go, Your Highness, I would like to know your favorite jousting team.
My favorite jousting team. I follow the individual matches.
Well, of course, but your family, your favorite jousting family.
Yes, my favorite jousting family would probably be the Mortcombe family.
Mortcombe, huh? For me, so it's just the Von Leitenbergs. No greater jousters in the land. Have you been to Taldor?
I have not. Not far at the River Kingdoms. I've never heard of that family.
Indeed, indeed. One more question, though. What did you have for breakfast this morning?
Blair coughs a little more directly. Please, Inspector, you're becoming quite a nuisance now. You are in the air of royalty. Please remember your place.
I insist. So,
At this
It
point,
seems-
Paya wants to like do a perception or whatever on that. What Blair's been up, like how she keeps interrupting him and telling him what to do.
Yeah, you don't even need a perception for it. She's obviously, I mean, she's not being subtle. She's trying to get you guys to stop asking him questions.
Okay.
She
What
seems to be stopping him from answering.
I guess what Paya wants to know is this like her trying to keep him doing like what's expected of royalty, or more her just trying to control the situation?
It's a good
seems,
question.
Yeah, it seems more like she's trying to control the situation.
Okay.
Do you need a healing potion for your cough? What is your problem?
I may if we keep troubling the prince. Now, Inspector, I must insist.
I also must insist, madam, as the prince has said, we've been paid to do a job, and this question is of the utmost importance. Now, your highness, what did you have for breakfast this morning?
She gives the prince like a cold look. You can see her jaws kind of tensing.
I'm gonna do my intimidating stare to Blair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead and roll me an intimidation.
Otis will glance at Irina as well.
Nah.
26.
26. Yeah, she kind of just like stares back coldly at you. You do remember I made you some croissants with the cream. I brought them from the cooks.
I don't think we asked your breakfast, madam. We are speaking to the prince. Now silence, or I will have to silence for you.
Oh, Inspector.
Irina will casually put her hand on her short sword at Otis's words.
Oh, Inspector, as you can see, she's already answered accurately. That is what I had for breakfast. Now, can you start the investigation?
I want to
Sense
sense
motive.
motive.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead,
Also, I'm going to use my clue in. Well, there's a natural one. You would have got a +2 on that. All right, here we go. 32.
Okay, so
32.
Irina with the nat 1, Otis with the 32. Irina, he's definitely telling the truth. He's just irritated at this point. Otis, no, he's definitely lying. He hesitated and looked like he didn't know what to say until she.
Awesome. Okay, Otis will look at him and go,
Thank you for your time. I appreciate you answering my questions. Where would you suggest we begin our search?
Blair gives him that same cold look. Whatever you think is relevant, it's check the note.
Yes, I'd like to get started on this list right away. Shall we? I'll glance at my party and I'll just kind of be like, let's get on with it.
Nice meeting you all.
Likewise, Your
Arbiter Themis, you said?
Yes,
A pleasure.
likewise.
He'll do a very deep bow.
Ooh.
Irina's going to be the last one out of the room.
Okay,
As-
Blair will stay and wait for you to leave.
as we're leaving,
Let's go.
does this door have a lock on the inside?
It does. There's a that's odd for you.
Wait, it's odd.
on
that
the-
there's
Sorry,
a
no,
lock
on the
inside?
outside. It's on the outside.
Oh, hi.
Yeah.
That's like the most obvious thing of all time.
Well, nobody asked except for Otis.
Okay, so here's what. Okay. Oh boy.
Blair, perhaps you could lead us out, please, so we may begin.
After you, please.
Otis is going to stand by the door, and as she walks out, he's going to athletics check to push her and slip in the room and try to lock the door on the inside.
Oh, like lock her in the room?
No, lock her out. There's not a lock, only on the outside. No
Only
lock on the inside.
outside. Yeah.
That's fine. He's gonna do that and then put his weight against the door, using his lifting belt to try to hold the door closed, which probably doesn't work, but he's gonna do it anyways and try to talk. That's my plan of things that are about to happen.
Oh, Inspector.
Okay.
Do you have some kind of indicator and Irina can try to wrestle with Blair?
I
Oh
mean,
my.
let's roll initiative here. And we will start with, now we're not going to go a map here. We're just going to go kind of round table flavor, right? But let's go with initiative. Otis, I'm going to give you a surprise round and you're just going to go first, and let's roll for everybody else.
I forget.
Nice one, Paya. Don't forget your +2s.
Ooh.
Okay, so Paya's got a nat 20. Can I add you guys in combat here? Yeah. Let's add all of you except for the Nemas in combat. All right, so Otis is going first. Paya, you got a nat 20. You can even react before Otis if you want, or you can go after Otis.
I want to go after Otis because I wouldn't do anything until I see Otis actually
Yeah,
do
that's
his
fair.
thing.
Okay, then Arena had a 29, so Arbiter's going last.
Can I want to say something as they're leaving.
Mhm.
Otis wants to say, as the prince is leaving, he's saying this to the arbiter.
That hall reminds me of that museum over in Cheliax. Do you remember, Arbiter?
To clue in the job back in Cheliax that we did forever ago, where we had to get the thief and we waited behind the door and pushed the thief out.
Okay, with that little personal bond, I'll let Arbiter go before Blair. Arena, you don't know what's going on. So Arena's going last.
Hold on. So, okay. Now that okay. Because Themis was blissfully ignorant of this whole thing, but now that I've been told what's going to happen, so you're pushing her out and then you're pushing Blair out and then holding the door shut while the rest of us are still inside the room. Or you are the only one in the room.
I was thinking I was the only one in the room and the
Okay.
rest of you are outside the room.
Waiting, yeah. Waiting for Otis and Blair to come out.
I really just wanted to give the arbiter a hint because there's no other way other than their past jobs that they've been using.
Are you still holding your notes and you like the prince's list? Do you still have it?
Yes.
Like, okay, then I'll say, of course. Well, then in that case, and I'll snatch the list and I will walk outside.
I think we have to go to a map. I think we're gonna have to use our imaginations a little bit because somebody didn't prepare for this situation. So let's go to a map production, and we're gonna use the inn as the prince's room. Okay, let's see.
And my Nima's at least was not in the room, right?
Yeah, we're let's see. Let's go to the map here, and we will we'll paint a word. We'll paint a picture with miniatures just so we can get track where everybody's at here. Okay, so Otis is in the room. The prince
Look at her face.
this gentleman here is in the room.
Ooh.
Blair is currently outside. She's in the room waiting for you guys to leave, right? So she's like right by the door. Arbiter is stepping out of the room.
Yeah.
Nemus is out of the room. Dante?
Yes, but did my Nemus smell anything in the room that I've asked it to look out for?
No.
Okay.
You know what, Chase? I'm sorry to interrupt. I'm thinking about this. I still want to do this, but I think that Otis would devise a stratagem first to see if it was plausible. Like
That's totally fair.
Because he would like analyze all angles and everything, and if it didn't look plausible, he wouldn't do it. Like he would like calculate it. So I'm gonna roll my d20 to see if it's something that I would do. Sorry, you went through setting this all up.
No, don't worry about it.
He's secretly relieved, maybe. What the hell?
Yeah, he got an 11. That's more than half. He's still gonna do it.
And affirmation's at 0 current. Wait, affirmation I actually think is +2 still. I think I reset it on accident when we changed maps. So yes, it's a 13.
So 13. Okay.
Okay. All right. So we've got Arbiter Themis and her Nemus out here. Pi, what are you doing here?
I am just outside by the Arbiter with my Nemus, but I'm actually, where's the, okay, I see where we're at. Yeah.
So imagination time. This door is the room to his room. This is not actually outside an inn. I just don't have a map ready for this. So this is the prince's room. Out here is the hallway. So Prince is in here in his room. Otis is in the room. Blair is right here by the doorway. Arena, where are you at? You're staring her down there, like right there between Otis and her.
I'm staring her down, yes.
Okay. All right, Otis. Here's your setup. How is this going down? You are going first. We're going a bit of roundtable initiative for now.
That's fine. I'm going to do my athletics to try to shove her out of the room.
Okay. And what is your roll with your 13 stratagem here?
It's a 33.
Okay, a 33. This is versus her Fortitude DC. I realize I've been doing grapples wrong. That is going to, yeah, you can push her out.
Okay.
So Otis, you shove her. We're gonna say like you guys are like out here waiting. We're gonna set this up.
Okay.
Oh my.
You shove
Hold
her out the door there.
And then second action, slam the door and like press up against it. Is Irina
Well-
still in the room?
She's
Yes,
staring
Arbiter?
Blair down. So yeah.
But because I'm ready for this, and my initiative is before Blair. When it gets to my turn, I'll take my turn.
So Otis will slam the door and like get up against the door and look. I'm going to use a whole action for this last piece. Look at the prince and say,
Your Highness, if you are in danger, I need you to tell me now.
He is going to roll diplomacy. He looks so shook at what just happened.
natural 1.
Ooh.
He is just frozen in place. He just looks like a deer in headlights.
Wait, okay. Like he's frightened, like kind of.
Yeah, like he looks like he doesn't know it just happened. He just looks like he's in shock.
That's perfect. I'm gonna try again next round.
Okay. So you shove her out of the room. Excuse me, what are you doing? Open this door. And she's gonna, it's not her turn yet, but she's gonna start getting ready to pound on the door here. So Paya, what are you doing?
Okay. Tell me, Chase, because I'm not 100% on this. If I want my Nemus to do his little intimidation thingy, is that one action?
Yeah, so it's one action and they will do their support benefit. And that takes,
Okay.
they don't get any other actions that turn, they just do their support.
Okay, I want it to do that. So it's going to. So the creature takes a -2 status penalty to their saves versus mental effects.
Okay, got it.
Does the Nemus have to roll? Does
No,
Admiral have to
just-
roll for that, or it just happens?
Just happens.
Okay, and then Paya is going to cast Suggestion on Blair.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So Otis shoves her out of the room and your Nemus is just creepily chirping at her.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I'm just gonna jump on that. If that's what's happening, like I need to get this situation under control.
Okay, yeah. Can you throw suggestion? Oh, you did. Nice. I need words. So let's see. So, okay, here we go. So she's gonna go ahead and roll a save
With her -2.
with her -2.
Did my intimidating glare, that didn't do anything to her earlier, did it?
It did not. Ignore the nat 20. I rolled twice on accident. That's a 27.
So she just beat it. The save DC is
Unless
26.
Syndicate of Rites would like to use a hero point.
Wait, she got 27
27.
with that's with the -2, right? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
With- How would we like is suggestion verbal components? It
It
is.
is.
Irina's gonna look over to Otis and like be puzzled and like run her hand along her short sword, stick it against the door and mutter some words and use a hero point to make her roll again.
Okay. So she's going to roll again at a -2. It's going to put her at least at a 25.
we have to cut ourselves to use our hero points.
That's just what Arena does because she's
Oh.
edgy. Okay. How about a 19?
That is a fail.
Okay. So fail. And what are you saying?
Well, the DC was 26, so is that a fail or a critical fail?
I fail. 16
Okay.
would be a critical fail.
Okay. Blair, dear, would you mind handing me all of your weapons?
Oh yeah.
So she failed target follows your suggestion. This duration of 1 minute until the target is completed. A finite suggestion or the suggestion becomes self-destructive. Okay, yeah. So she like looks like she's getting upset, and then she just she looks at your Nemus and then looks up at you, and then she just starts handing over her weapons, which includes a she pulls out a fistful of daggers from her belt. She pulls out a short sword that was sheathed on her side, and then she's gonna pull all those vials off on like a little bandolier on her hip, and she's gonna hand them over. That'll be on her next turn, so she's gonna start doing that. Arbiter, it's
Okay.
your go.
Hey, so what I note really quickly, because suggestion, it's until they finish a suggestion or 1 minute. So as soon as she's done with this, she's done being suggested.
Yeah, but she,
Okay.
I believe she doesn't know it happened on a success.
The spell has a duration of 1 minute, or until the target has completed a finite suggestion.
Yeah, so they only know you tried to control them on a crit success.
But
So-
until I have all of the weapons in my hand, that won't be complete. Because I said, give me all of your weapons. So
Mhm. Let's look back.
And this
And
this isn't a charm effect, so attacks against her don't break the suggestion. Or like if I intimidate her, it's not going to stop the suggestion.
If it becomes but if it becomes self-destructive, then it will break. Like if
Yeah.
she has to start handing her weapons over while you're like attacking her,
Mhm.
that's kind of
that would be
Well,
self-destructive or
so-
a negative effect. Yeah.
Yeah. So now she is my enemy, so my aura applies to her.
okay. Is that a save?
No.
It just happens. Okay.
Yeah.
And what is it? She becomes frightened.
So let me look at it.
I need to change the music. This is too happy for what's
Yeah,
happening.
it's
I was gonna
No,
say,
wait,
this is
dude.
like
Picture like a movie. Like this is all slow mo as like this happy music is
Mhm.
playing.
montage. Toby's convinced me it's staying for now.
So-
your
Enemies within
montage
15
brain
feet
on.
of you take a -1 circumstance penalty to saving throws against fear. In addition, an enemy that ends its turn within 15 feet of you can't reduce the value of its frightened condition below 1.
Wow, you and the Nemas are rude. You guys just don't let people get unscared.
So because she's already frightened, isn't she?
She's not yet. No.
not yet.
Okay. So when she does become frightened, so if she takes any, well, if she now she's my enemy. If she interacts with me or tries to attack me, she is frightened because of my blessing from Asmodeus.
Right.
So, I am going to step up here. Oops. I don't. Is this? I'm not in the door, but can I be between her and the door?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm just going to, with my finger, just like whoosh, shut the lock, and then look back at her, and I'll say, "I think it's time we took the gloves off, don't you?"
Oh yeah.
Roll me and intimidate.
Sweet.
She's got a
Oh,
-2 to this
no.
because the Nemus is making her uncomfortable.
As it should. And she has an additional minus because of my saving throws against fear.
Yep.
Okay, here we go. I forget that I don't need to pull up my... So this is a +2 for me.
Big
So
swings.
28.
28. She just looks like she starts trembling a little bit, just staring. She doesn't even answer. You can hear her breathing get a little heavier, and she's just handing her weapons over to Paya.
Don't
Okay.
forget that I told you she had vials all on her belt.
Oh, she's gonna
She's
hand
in
me
the
the
process
belt
of handing
too.
those over as well.
Oh, I missed
Yeah.
them. That's
She
amazing.
she unbuckled her belt and everything.
Oh my gosh.
You guys would have heard the lock slap into place, I'm sure.
Yeah, click.
It just gets really quiet out there, and you hear this like,
This is what
You
happens
just-
when two evil guilds work together.
You just hear Aya and Arbiter like working their magic with words.
Okay.
just having a normal conversation.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
So she's gonna hand over her daggers as an action to Paya. She's gonna draw her weapon as an action, her sword. She's gonna hand her sword as an action.
This
then
is
she's-
incredible.
She's working on the vials.
Okay.
Irina,
Irina's gonna look at the startled prince. Answer the inspector.
roll intimidate.
This is not the time for good cop, bad cop.
Really not.
Hey, Katie, can you roll above a 4 today?
We're gonna intimidate again. Hey, you answer the inspector.
Yeah, he's frozen. He's looking back and forth to Otis and Irina. What is And he's just mumbling over his words, and he just isn't getting anything out. Otis, it's back to you.
Does he have? Was that all of her actions?
I don't know. Yeah, I guess, do you have anything else, Arena? Your intimidation fails as an action. You can't try it again. We have 2 actions left if you want to do anything else. Okay.
Okay. Rules wise, does he have the frightened condition by chance? Okay. I'm going to spend all 3 actions to use a diplomacy check to use it's called no cause for alarm.
Nice.
So I'm going to basically, well, I'll role play it, but it reduces his frightened conditions. I just have to do a diplomacy versus his will save, and it can reduce that.
Sure.
So,
Your Highness, we are not here to hurt you. We are here to save you. I'm guessing that you wrote that note. I promise you, we will keep you safe.
and then diplomacy.
Okay, diplomacy, no cause for alarm.
Natural 20.
Oh, look at that.
So it reduces his frightened value by 2.
By 2. Okay, yeah. So he's just muttering over his words, and he finally spits it out. I'm not in trouble. My father is, and my mother. They have him kept up in a cave. They're going to go alert them to kill them now. You need to hurry. Can't let Blair go alert anybody.
I promise you, the Arbiter and Pi are out there, and if I'm hearing correctly, Blair is handing them all of her possessions.
That's odd, but you should have checked the letter. I gave you. I left a map in a statue of Desna out in the courtyard.
Indeed, we will get that. We are going to lock Blair in here. You will stay in here and keep. Well, can you keep her company?
She's dangerous.
And we don't want her to kill him. Maybe he can come with us. I mean, I'm not there.
It's much more dangerous when my parents are being kept. You cannot let Blair tell Darby, our head advisor. He's over all of it.
Darby, huh? Where might we
Some of the servants have probably heard. They all have ears. You need to hurry now.
All have ears.
It's a coup. Everything is taken over.
All of the servants are a part of the coup?
Everybody here is a part of it but me.
Your Highness, I suggest you come with us.
Very well.
Put this blanket over your head.
He looks confused. He'll put a
Who's
blanket
the
over his head.
inspector says?
And that's Otis' turn for
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Paya, what you got?
Okay, question.
Mhm.
Can when I use suggestion, how does coercion work at this point?
I mean, so she functions as normal, except for the fact she is magically compulsed to accomplish that task until it becomes self-destructive or a minute passes.
Okay, and do I need to use my actions to take the weapons from her?
You don't have to do anything. You're not under any compulsion.
But I mean, like, as she hands them to me, like, is it an action for me to actually...
Oh, no. You can take them just fine. Because she's spending her action to put them in your hands, basically.
I mean, she has a minute to give them to you.
Yes. Okay.
So if you make that task difficult, again, I'm not here.
And I forgot to do this, but I have a feat that when I roll initiative, I can pick a target and demoralize them. Can I, like... I don't have to do it because I forgot, but is that something we can say?
Yeah, we'll just you guys are terrifying right now.
Okay. So she's demoralized. I'm gonna cast Zone of Truth.
Okay. Yeah.
So cool.
Fast.
Let me
She'll make her will save.
send that over.
This is another mental effect, so
And I guess my Nemus would still also be doing the thing to
okay.
get the -2.
So that one's gonna be a 33. So that one she'll probably succeed.
Man.
Otis will. I haven't thought about how he uses hero points in this guild, but he's gonna spend a hero point.
He feels like, I mean, he's probably seen some shady stuff in this guild, right? Like he's been initiated in. He's been a part of their rituals. They've told him he has a claim to power that he can feel within himself and whatnot.
Yeah, he'll say,
By Callistria's sting. Go re-roll that thing.
Beautiful words. Kev, he's re-rolling. She's re-rolling. Yeah, you got something to add, Arbiter?
Oh yeah. So because if she takes a -2 from the Nemas, and she's
Mhm.
also frightened, so she would take an additional -1.
Thank
Or
you,
did those?
Jess.
And what does demoralize do?
-1 to like everything, pretty much. So that's going to be a 19 on the reroll.
Perfect. 26 is what she had to beat. Is that, wait, 19, so that's a failure.
Mm-hmm.
So the target can't speak any deliberate and intentional lies, and it takes a -2 status penalty to deception checks. Thank you for handing me. I don't know if I can also talk since I used all my actions, but
No, yeah, you're good. Yeah, go ahead and speak.
what did the prince really have for breakfast this morning?
Yes.
She like looks terrified. I don't know.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you. On this list here that we have of stolen goods, do you know who stole them?
Nobody stole them. Nothing was stolen.
Oh, then why are we here, really?
The prince got it set up, and we couldn't cancel your business in time.
Oh, then what? I'm sorry, could you explain more?
No.
All right. I don't want to push her too far because I don't want to break the suggestion, but thank you for what you've given me so far.
She's looking confused and scared and just shakily handing you weapons.
How long does Zone of Truth last? 10 minutes? So I can ask more after I get all the weapons.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna wait.
I think we're out of initiative now because
Okay.
I think you guys got yourselves an odd grasp on this situation. So
Irina's gonna pound on the door. Unlock it.
Okay, I'll open the door.
We have to
I'll
go
say-
immediately.
I'll say, Blair, would you be so kind as to guard the prince's room from the inside?
she looks like scared but angry, but she's just like trying to hand Paya her weapons. I will not.
Right.
Everybody's going to hear about this.
Do I have all the
You're a
weapons
fool,
yet?
Gideon.
Not from you, they won't. And
And how are you going to stop me? And she's like actively trying to hand her weapons over still.
she's like, and how are you? She's undoing her belt buckle. I'll just say, Otis and Irina, I would expect the Syndicate of Rites to be rather good at rope play.
I'll also say, Irina, could you help me keep these weapons away?
Absolutely.
I don't want her to immediately go after me once this suggestion breaks.
You have to make
Irina
sure
has
those
a
ropes
bag
are-
of holding, so
You have to make sure those ropes are tight. She's nimble, strong.
Well, she can struggle if she is unconscious. So I'd like to play it as soon as she's handing over her belt. I'll just say like the train heist to Otis, which this is where you apprehend her and she gets brutally clubbed over the head until she's unconscious. You'll just have to tell Irina that part.
Did Irina bring her what are they
Manacles.
called? Manacles.
she did.
Oh, I forgot you had those.
Okay, yeah, that exact thing. Like, whatever we got to do, we're gonna knock her unconscious, manacle her, tie her up, gag her.
Yeah,
The
let's-
Arbiter doesn't do the physical stuff.
you guys have her so weirdly debilitated. Let's just montage this. You guys get it? You
Wait,
guys-
with a pleasant music as well.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, it's the best, like,
Well, this is
Zack
the-
Snyder, where her like blood is flying everywhere as
Yeah.
Otis beats the ever-living daylight out of her, and then Irina just shackles her to the prince's bed.
It's very
This is
casual.
been a
Just
very pleasant encounter.
yes.
And while that's happening, the Arbiter's enjoying some tea over in the corner, just for a minute.
Oh yeah.
But so wait, does the prince have a blanket over his head?
Yes, he does.
So I'm gonna say, Your Highness, surely you'd rather make use of all of the armor that you have in here rather than the blanket?
He's gonna pull the blanket up. Did you kill her?
Oh no,
Does she look dead?
not yet.
A bit.
We wouldn't shackle a dead person. Get your head out of your royal. She's gonna mutter and start walking away.
Oh, Arbiter, the prince said that all the staff is a part of this. It is a coup. He cannot leave unless he is disguised.
Oh.
They're probably going to get Darby as we speak. You must go find my parents. Get them secure.
Well, then do you feel secure to stay here, watching over Blair under the blanket?
No.
Listen, you are in charge of the Blair Snitch Project. Do not let her speak to anyone.
I'm proud of that pun and mad at the same time. Very well. I'll keep her in my room. She can break out of those, can't she?
Absolutely.
What if you keep her unconscious?
Just beat her? She
The
wakes
life of
up?
your parents depend on it, Your Highness.
Yes, right. I can do that.
Where do we find your parents?
I left a map in the statue of Desna in the courtyard. Loose
We're
brick
on
at the
our way.
bottom.
Let us make haste. Okay.
Can Otis forcibly feed his drug blood sap to this lady?
Oh yeah.
Okay. It will make her drained 1, and then stage 2 makes her the maximum duration is 3 total hours, but stage 2 makes her slowed 1.
Okay.
Okay.
Guys have the worst tools. It's great.
I'm going
Yes.
to, right before we leave, I'm going to lean down like I'm checking her pulse, like while Otis is giving her that. I'll say, "That's good. She's still alive." Then I'm going to whisper in her ear. I'll just say, "I hope to see you in the fires of hell, my dear." And then I'll pull away.
Nice. Yeah, she is just like out.
Dream of fire and brimstone, my sweet. Okay.
Pia's nemesis is still like chirping at her, all creepy.
Admiral, that's quite enough. Thank you. You've done quite well. And I'm gonna pet Admiral.
Irina's gonna look at the prince. If she starts screaming because the manacles are on, don't take them off. Keeps her under control.
Okay.
We'll
She
be
just
back with your
shrugs and
parents
leaves.
shortly.
Be quick, and there's dangerous beasts in the tunnels and traps. Darby, the advisor, he trapped the tunnels. They're locked in a room. Very large, dangerous beast patrols down there. Be careful of it.
Is Darby here in the palace, or is he in the caves?
He should be in the palace.
Where can we find him?
Probably in the throne room.
Are your
Does he
parents
look
at
like-
risk of dying soon?
Yes, he can control the beast somehow. You must go stop it.
I say, we take the leverage. Without leverage, what can Darby do?
Yes, I agree. The prince must come with us.
Yes.
Okay,
Get them out of the tunnels. As far as I'm aware, he can't get it out of the tunnel.
listen. Otis is gonna maybe stay behind and let you all go and go find Darby and mess him up while he's trying to control the beast while you guys are fighting the beast.
I have a better idea. I'm gonna go throw open the windows, and then I'll pull out my thunder stones, and I'll crack them together so a lightning griff appears. And I'll say, "Now, do you happen to know where the nearest inn is?
Not
Out
for,
of your town, preferably."
not for quite some ways. How fast are those?
You'll see. You like jousting, don't you?
Yes,
Well, why don't you go for a little jousting ride on one of these bad
right
boys?
now.
Right now. You'll see. Come on. You only live once.
He looks so confused. He'll follow.
Okay. Does he get on?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna slap the lightning griff's ass. And he can go for a ride.
Okay, where are you sending it?
Well, Absalom is like 3 days away.
Yeah.
There's that nice inn we stayed at yesterday.
That's the one. The place we stayed right before.
Okay.
The shuttered dagger.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what it's called. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. The griff takes off. You hear him scream as that
Okay.
thing just bolts down the hallway, flies down the stairs, just lightning. It's so loud with the thunder and lightning crackling indoors.
It didn't want to fly out the window.
Oh, it couldn't fit.
Oh, okay. I'll look back at Otis. I'm afraid you and I will have to share on the way home. And also, the whole castle knows what's happened. So, show me the meaning of haste.
Can we just barricade this whole entire room with stuff and then leave out the window as well?
Yeah, for sure. Roll me something. I don't know. What do you want to use to barricade?
My lifting belt to lift whatever I can.
Yeah, there
in
you
this
go.
room. Otis starts picking up like bookshelves on his shoulder and walking it over and setting them in front of the door.
Okay. Yeah, you got it.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we'll leave out the window and go to get the map.
It's on the first floor. No, I'm kidding. It's on the third floor.
It is on the third floor.
It is on the third floor.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna need athletics checks or something to get down. You guys.
Gosh, no.
Okay. So Otis is going to, if we use a rope, do we still need athletics checks?
No, if you got rope, you're good.
Okay.
Yes, rope.
We do,
Okay.
all adventurers kits have rope.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you guys using some rope? You're tying it. You're climbing down.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you guys are good.
And I can't do acrobatic? Oh, well, if we have a rope, I'm good. Okay.
I
Yeah.
mean, you could acrobatic.
It
No,
might
puts
I
not
us
don't
go
in
want
well.
Puts us in the courtyard, right?
Yes, it does. Actually, this
where's
side
the-
window you guys can see as you're climbing down. You can see the statue of Desna. It's surrounded by a very nice garden. There's like several deity statues, and the one by his room here is the one to Desna.
Okay, as we're climbing down, because my Nemus can teleport down, I'll say, Dante, be a dear, and would you fetch that map for us, please?
Yeah, he'll go run and grab it.
That's so cool.
I can gesture to which one I mean as well, because
Okay.
he probably doesn't know who the hell Desna is.
Yeah, he goes. So you see Dante go run over there. He's quite fast, and you see it like start trying to like grab the brick with like his little claws, and he can't do it.
Use your mouth, Dante, if you would.
He starts like scraping at it, and there's like singed like stone, and his fire teeth are trying to grab it, and he just can't get the brick.
All right. Well, you just wait until I get there, darling. I'll be there shortly. I'll go run over as soon as I'm climbed down.
Okay.
Can I
Yeah.
detect magic while he's having trouble?
Yeah, for sure. There's magic on the Nemus, but nowhere else.
Not on the statue of Desna?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Okay, I'll
Yeah.
get the brick.
It's a little tricky, but you're able to get it with your posable thumbs and digits.
I'm so sorry,
Yeah.
darling. I didn't mean to, point out any shortcomings. Thank you for guarding it. You did so well. I'll kiss his little nose.
Yeah, it does like a chirping sound all happily. Okay, so in the stone, there is a map. It is hand drawn with the same kind of charcoal, very nicely drawn. And it is leading to what appears to be a cave. There's two caves. He has it drawn as if there's a tunnel connecting with the two, and he's pointing to one of the specific caves saying, enter here. And there's some landmarks to guide you there. It looks like you can get what he's getting at with the map.
I'm picking up what he's putting down.
Mm-hmm.
How far away is this cave
Looks like it's
entrance?
probably about like a 15-20 minute jog.
And maybe a 4-second griffin flight.
Yes.
Okay, well, Themis is all about not walking and griffining.
Okay, out of game talk for a second. What if we really split? Like if this guy's controlling this creature and two of us can distract him while the other two fight the creature, like that might be like this is information that we wouldn't have had till the cave, and it feels very important. Or do you think we should all go to the cave?
Well, if the creature in the cave is strong enough, if we split, Themis just doesn't want to die to a cave worm, which is what the legendary scouting suggested might be there.
Right.
She doesn't know much about it, but knows it sounds nasty. So, and she's thinking of the guild contract, which is not petty thieves, but the royals she thinks are the most important. Freeing
Okay.
them Their law is respected everywhere. If the royals die, we've failed everything. It matters not what happens to Darby, but we need to save the royals' lives.
So you think it's best if we all go together?
Yes, and make haste.
Indeed.
Besides,
Before
I
he
need your
knows.
griffin. Before he
Right.
realizes what's hit him.
Okay, yeah, snap, Griffin.
Okay,
Okay,
let's
so
ride.
who's riding with who? Because you guys are down a griffin.
Otis will ride with Irina and give his griffin to Themis.
If you'll have me.
Come on, Otis, we go.
Okay.
Okay.
So you guys ride these griffs. You go thundering across the sky. Get there very quick. It's like it's probably like a minute that you get there. And when you land, you see this large cavern opening. It looks to be a natural cavern. It's pitch black inside. And we're gonna pause here. We're gonna go to break.
Hey.
So chat, we
Excellent.
will see you at approximately 9:10. So thank you, everybody. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back, everybody, to Tabletop Treasure Hunters. Thank you for giving us a break. We have rehydrated and such. If you missed us before the break, we have the Contract Consortium and Syndicate of Rites currently investigating a prince who hired them, who wanted them to figure out some sort of petty thieveries going on. But as they got here, they have unraveled that it is not petty thieveries. The prince is actually a hostage and under part of a coup. So they just really dove into it. He had a personal guard who was kind of controlling him, they found out. And they just completely downed her, beat her, manacled her, and stuffed her in a room, which they piled up with furniture. They sent the prince on one of their lightning grifts to the last town they rested off, which is quite a ways away. And they found from the prince that his parents, the king and queen, are being held somewhere underground. He left them a map, which he hid in a statue of Desna. He's telling them they have to go quickly now because everybody was part of this coup. So some of the servants were sure to have overheard what just happened. And the head advisor, Darby, is controlling some sort of large beast under there. And so he wants them to go save their parents, his parents, ASAP. So we ended with them at the mouth of this cave. They followed the map. There is on the map an enter at this location. This cave you can see goes completely through to another end, but he said enter here. And he's got some drawings in the cave. It's not very detailed on the inside, but he's got about like a third of the way in. He's got like a little like box with parents are here drawn on the map.
Why didn't we ask him how he knew this?
You know, hindsight.
He was probably here and they knew we were coming to arrive, so they brought him out to the palace. That's got to be the answer.
Yeah, or he's the face because
Mhm.
someone royal has to still be around to be the face,
You're right.
or he's in on it. Doubt it though.
Do you all have dark vision?
No.
Yes, this cave is dark. And speaking of dark vision, but not really related, it just reminded me for some reason. Otis, your bag gets heavy. I'm sorry, viewers, we missed this before the break, but you feel weight in your guild bag.
Am I supposed to say hopefully it's not a tent?
You are, if you want something useful.
He'll open the bag.
Yeah, there's a very small vial with a label on it of potion of shrinking.
He will pocket it. He knows what it is?
Yeah, your
Really?
guild's got it nicely labeled for you. Your guild sometimes just sends you some like random things. You know, they're just like, found this lying around, maybe it'll help.
Otis
Is
can
this
use it.
some kind of joke? I'm already small enough.
First day on Syndicate of Rites, they sent him a shrinking potion.
Ooh.
We will have discussions when we return.
Didn't Irina's blessing give her dark vision?
Yes,
In
Irina
darkness.
does have-
Greater dark vision, right?
Mhm.
Otis would know. I have a halo, so I never really carry a flashlight.
It's true. He's shedding some dim light, bright light, dim light.
It's bright light, like the light cantrip.
Okay, very nice. Yeah, them still do that
Otis is gonna drink his dark vision elixir moderate before we go into this cave.
anyway. Okay, how long does that last for?
An hour.
An hour. Okay.
Yeah.
Noted. So you guys are at the mouth of this cave. It is dark, but it is being illuminated currently by Themis's halo. Anything else you guys are doing? Or are you proceeding into this cave?
Do the Nemas have dark vision?
They do.
Oh, cool.
Perfect.
I think I missed that on their stat block, but they do.
Okay. I'm going to. Inspector, I imagine you're going to go ahead and check for traps then, yes?
Indeed, I can take point on this.
Dante, would you please accompany the inspector? I don't want her to be alone, and I'd like you to let me know if there's anything suspicious that comes across our path.
Yes, he will comply for sure. Also, we've got hero from the affirmation bar, so you guys are getting affirmated.
Yes.
Katie, you're still
Yes.
sitting on
Thank
6
you.
hero points. I've got 4 villain points, so beware.
Ooh.
Then I'll counter you.
There you go. Okay, Otis, you're taking point. Dante accompanying you. What's the rest of the marching order?
I imagine so
I will be near the arbiter so that I have light.
yes.
I will be in front, I think.
Are we forced to only be single file?
No, this is like probably like a 20-foot wide cave generally.
Oh.
speaking.
Then I'll
Okay.
be to the side of arbiter.
And I will intend to be about 20-ish feet behind Otis, but no farther. I want him to be able to get some good use out of his own dark vision potion that he just took, but I don't want to be too far behind.
Sure.
I'll be up with Otis.
All right. So you guys traverse into this cave. It is a dark cavern as you guys are entering into this. And as you get in a little further, it starts to narrow, and it looks like the sides are kind of like ribbed, like something has like munched the tunnel, and it seems like something's burrowed in further at this point. You guys are about to see like the power of the investigator feat. That's odd. Otis, that's odd triggers, and there's a tripwire, very hard to spot, but you see it right at the entrance where the tunnel narrows.
All your movements. Do you see that, Irina?
I assume pointing it out I do.
Yeah.
Yes.
We should. Arbiter, Irina, Baya. Should we disable these traps or should we step over them?
My experience disabling leads to injury.
If we need to make a quick escape, can we count on others we're escaping with to be as careful as the trap as we would be?
I don't believe so.
You know what they say down in Osirian? Never trust a king not to trip on his own clothes.
Tut, tut, tut.
What is it to disable? Is that craft?
It's thievery.
Thievery. Oh, yeah. Yeah, does anyone have like a killer thievery?
Be our guest.
I mean, if you ask in game, then Paya's gonna jump on that, but don't do it.
Does anybody know anything about traps?
Here it goes.
Are you okay over there?
I have to roll to see if he would actually try it. Okay, no.
All right, Otis will do it. He gets down and I'm guessing disabling a trap is not something I can use my investigator's kit for.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just
Here
an
he goes.
accidental roll.
This one's pretty simple, so like you don't need any special tools for it, though they could help if you had them.
I think I have thievery tools. I don't. But I got a 25. 20,
Okay.
25.
Yeah, so you know that you have to kind of unwind this without letting too much tension or like loose until it's completely unwound. You almost slip on it, but you get it and you disable it safely.
Can I take it with me?
The wire?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool.
Go ahead and add wire to your sheet.
Thank you.
Okay.
Maybe safe.
Continuing on through this tunnel, you guys start to get into some intersections. All of the tunnel at this point seems like it's been munched out the same way that it did when it's narrowed. So you're kind of like it's like a 10-foot No, it's like a 15-foot by 15-foot tunnel at this point here. Now, as you're continuing on, you have instructions on the map. It's not very detailed drawn out, but he's got like left, right, left drawn on the map for the direction you're supposed to take. So are you following the instructions on the map?
I'm going to do a perception check around here.
Okay.
With my halo.
I am too, and I actually do have dark vision, and I thought I might have, but I do.
Okay,
Because
awesome.
I'm a tiefling.
Right.
So that's I don't know what the position of the bar is right now.
The
But
bar is at 0, so that's a good old
26.
26. Okay. And what are you looking for specifically?
Any other indicator of direction?
Okay. So as far as you can tell, you can't really see like any indication of where you should go. His map is not very detailed on the inside. He's got like about the distance in the tunnel where it's at, but this is intersecting and crossing, and he doesn't have that drawn on the map. He has it just drawn as a straight line across with like little bits of left, right drawn on it.
Not a sun on any of these walls by chance?
Nope, not that you're seeing here.
Okay, well, I guess we'll just have to follow these directions as best as we can.
Okay. So following the map.
The map.
Okay. You guys get to a portion
Unless-
here. Oh,
Scent.
Scent. Okay.
Oh,
Yes.
both of our Nemas have scent.
I have scent.
Yeah.
Do
So
you have scent?
I do have scent.
yeah.
Can
So
I-
I'm just Dante. Do you smell humans other than us anywhere in the cave? Trying to find their way to go. What about you, Inspector?
Okay. I'm gonna do a secret roll for Dante. Dante chirps and picks a direction that is not following the map.
Can I scent? Did I catch? Do I smell? I guess I've only smelled the prince.
Mhm.
Can I roll a perception to see if I can smell anything that like may have hints of the prince?
Yeah,
Well,
go
like-
ahead and roll me a perception first off. Let's start there.
Okay.
Well, like human sweat, or like, I mean, I'm sure if you smelled humans here in general, that's probably better than smelling worm.
35.
35. You do pick up two distinct scents. One of them is more human-like. One of them is not human-like. Dante is heading towards the not human-like one.
You should probably call your pet back. That is a scent I've never smelled before. The humans are this way.
Dante, I do happen to trust the inspector's nose. No offense, darling.
Kind of cocks his head to the side and then comes walking back to you.
Don't worry. We all make mistakes sometimes.
Okay. So following the human scent and the map?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys follow this cavern, and it opens back up into an area that now looks like it has some man-built portions to it. There's bricks, and it looks like some actual walls have been built in to fortify it. As you first start stepping in, Otis, that's odd triggers, and you see that there is one brick that is slightly raised from the rest.
Like a pressure plate?
Could be.
Everyone halt.
Is it on the ground?
It is on the ground.
See that brick there? It is raised.
Can I perceive it to try to get more information?
Yeah, you sure can.
Does this count as part of my investigation? These traps?
What's your active investigation right now?
I have two. So one is the royal family. After the prince told us all about that, and then the other one is it would still be finding his missing items since I didn't do another one.
No.
Okay. 23.
23. You're not really sure what it is. You assume it is some sort of pressure plate, but you don't know to what. You don't know if it's a good pressure plate, a bad pressure plate.
I don't know what it does. Should we step on it?
No.
Indeed.
That seems unwise.
We can put the eye patch on, right? And see if it's like something important.
if it has value.
If I wear the eye patch, because I haven't done this before, do I for the rest of the session have a minus to my perception?
Yeah, so your perception goes down by 1 training tier, and it's invested for 24 hours automatically.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
I guess we just move past the.
Okay.
Yeah.
Continuing onwards.
Does anybody else want to take a look?
Oh, I'll check it.
There you go. 29.
Yep.
Affirmation bar still at 0. Yeah, same thing. You don't. It looks like a pressure plate for sure, but you don't see what it goes to.
Do I have a +2 for that for the legendary scouting?
Yes, you do.
I forgot to add that into the sheet, but yes.
So
31.
31. Yeah, you do see that there are tiny little holes in the ceiling, and you imagine this is some sort of trap.
Oh. Do you see the holes in the ceiling?
Don't make me look at holes. I'm not falling for that again.
Are we?
Oh, but
That was a big betrayal of our friendship, and I still haven't forgotten.
oh, you do never forget, do you?
Like an elephant, this brain.
Are we out of the radius of the holes?
Yeah, you are
Like-
currently. It looks like though, like they're covering pretty good portion of this thing. If you were to step on the pressure plate, like you're actively right now though out of them.
I have a bedroll we could throw on it and trigger this. Does it look like a bedroll would be like heavy enough to trigger it, or does it look like it's pretty like?
Paya, you would know it probably would.
Yeah, I think so. Let's give it
I'm
a
only-
try. But we
well-
should all stand further back.
If you
Yes.
don't mind, I'd prefer waiting. If we have the element of surprise, I don't want to chance alerting anything here to our presence. We don't know if that's the only thing the trap trips, do we?
Make a point, Arbiter.
True.
It also might reset itself.
It's also-
Let's carry on, I think.
I want to start stealthing in front and like going slower to look for stuff.
Sure. Yeah, go ahead and stealth.
I will also have Dante stealth as well.
Yeah, anybody who wants to stealth, go ahead. And is Otis going like far ahead or just leading?
Just natural 1 stealth. He is not quiet. He's like sniffing so loud, like a
Does
pug sniff.
Does he have that pug sniff? It's like. Oh my
Oh
goodness.
man,
Dante now wants to-
we both did. We sniffed like a spider's nest, and we got little baby spiderlings up our noses.
Dante's got like the nose whistle. Like.
It's like, oh yeah, like how they in that one they made the little raptor thing, and like you blow on it. So he's like.
All right. Well, Irina got a 32. Wow.
She's
I think let's see
surrounded
where Irina
by
went.
loudness. Did you throw the bedroll?
No,
No. Okay.
not that the Arbiter's speaking.
All
I
right.
guess I need to roll stealth.
Oh, you don't.
Arbiter is not
It's
stealthy.
done.
Okay. It is done.
If you're curious of how quiet you are, you can, but it's not.
Nope.
If you would stop sniffing the air so loudly, we might be able to maintain the element of surprise.
I can't control my nose. When the sniff's a sniffing, it is all it is.
So you
What?
guys continue on into more munched out caverns, and they intersect and they turn, following the map at this point as well.
And the human
sniff
scent
again?
as well.
Sniffers are still on a human scent.
Okay. Do I smell the other scent still anywhere?
Not here, you do not.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So you guys continue through, and it opens into, you've been going for about 25 minutes here. You guys get to a large portcullis, and it looks like it's blocking the path. It's opening into a more natural looking area. Otis, that's odd triggers. There are blocks of stone on the wall that look like they could move. There is 6 of them. Sorry, no, there is 8 of them.
Perception to try to identify the trigger.
4 on the left, 4 on the right. Yep.
Oh my gosh. Natural 1 again.
It looks like it's a trap.
You see those bricks there? Another one of those traps.
Oh.
Another trap.
Also, do we need to turn back? Because it looks like the way is blocked.
I can try to disable it if you would like.
I suppose, if you think it will save us time at least.
I can't find where it is triggered.
Can I? So I'd like to roll a perception, but I'm looking for a trigger like on the other side to open the portcullis.
Okay.
And then I'm going to do a perception to try and help find the trigger to the trap with Otis.
Okay. Oh my goodness, you guys. These rolls are terrible.
I don't. Is my. Hold on.
20 for Themis. Nope. 18 for Themis. 19 for Paya. 37 for Irina.
Is my bonus added? It doesn't look like my scouting bonus is added to my perception check, even though I thought it was in there.
Yeah, I see scouting. So if you look at the check, it says perception check and then expert scouting +2. There's a tag there.
Hers doesn't have that though.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Do you want me to add the buff to you real quick?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I think I have it in my other stats, just I guess not perception.
So Irina, with your perception, you can see on the other side of the door, it looks like there's a pull chain to open it. But you also, like when you're looking at this mechanism, it looks like this mechanism could open it. You also do see it tied to some things in the ceiling that could be a trap. Looks like it could possibly collapse the tunnel if the mechanism's triggered wrong. So these blocks on the sides look like a mechanism that's either going to open it or cause a cave-in.
She hasn't seen the other notes, so she wouldn't know to look for. Are there any symbols on any of these things?
Not that you can see on the block so far, but it looks like they move.
Well, this can either cause a cave-in or it will open the door. But we must trigger it correctly, or I don't know, we suffocate and die in their rubble.
Can I fit through these bars with a shrinking potion?
No, so the portcullis is like it's mostly like, it's crisscrossed very tight of like iron bars. Okay. Not big enough for Otis to fit through.
Oh, don't worry about that, darling. I do have Dante here, who could hop to the other side, dimensionally if he chose. But I am concerned about Irina. It might cause a cave-in. We don't know if the chain will have any effect on that. I'd hate to give it a try and then be buried in rubble. Paya, do you sense any magic in the place?
I don't have detect. Yes, I do have detect magic. I will use it.
You do sense evocation magic coming from the ceiling.
The ceiling? There seems to be some evocation magic up there.
Oh, the only reason to have evocation magic in the ceiling is if you're planning on hurting someone.
True.
Can your pets dimensionally go on the other side? Are we doing this?
If you say, Dante, would you be a dear? Can
Admiral, would you go with Dante?
hop over and pull the chain?
Yeah, Dante will blink through the door, and you see him happily just chomp on that chain and just like yank it down and keeps yanking it, and it slowly raises the portcullis.
What? Oh, wonderful. You're such a darling. Look at you. And I'll give him, look who's a good boy. He's such a good boy.
Paya, your Nemus tries to help, but every time it grabs it, it like strains its neck and can't pull it hard enough.
Oh, Admiral, just come back. You're okay.
Okay, you guys going through?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, you guys go on through.
Rope bridge, rope bridge, rope bridge.
No, you guys get on through, and as you get through here, you guys see that there is tunnels all around you. There's 3 ways splitting through, but to your immediate left, there is like a reinforced wooden door with bars for like a window.
Oh, what do you know? I'm gonna, with my lighted halo, my very obvious self is gonna walk over. Well, hold on. Perception in this room first. I'm looking. Inspector, do you see any holes? Paya, you as well? I don't want to look.
I'll roll perception. Also, scent. Do I smell them in these bars?
You do smell the human smell very close. You also smell the other smell to your immediate right.
Through one of the tunnels?
So there's door to your left, tunnel to your right, and then like 2 tunnels forward.
Okay. Do the humans smell like they're in the door to the left? Okay. And I smell the creature to the right?
Right.
Okay. Let me perception and then I'll convey all that.
And then I got a 31 perception. Ooh, and a 33 from Otis.
33. 35 because of the...
Wow.
So, yeah, you don't spot anything unusual here.
Cool.
I definitely smell the humans in that door.
Wait,
But-
Paya, did you say you got a 35 with chat there? Or
No,
Otis? did?
I did.
Hold on, I need to check something on your sheet, Otis.
+2 if it's part of my my pursue a lead, part of my investigation.
Okay. Yeah, you don't spot anything here, Otis.
Cool. So okay.
I definitely smell the humans through that door, but that other smell, probably the worm, is to the right, through that cave.
Irina's gonna have her sword drawn and like kind of guard where Otis is pointing that the other smell is coming from.
Yeah.
As
Be
you
on
guys are-
the lookout.
As you guys are discussing, you're going to hear a bang on the door. And you guys hear a woman's voice. What bastards have you sent now? Come in here and handle me.
Shh, quiet.
I'll let myself out.
Shh.
Madam.
Shh.
Don't
I'm gonna-
you shush me.
Your son is safe. Be quiet.
I'm going to draw my weapon as well, and I'm going to step up to the door. I'm assuming I can see inside through the bars.
Yeah, you can. And inside, you see. Hold up a second here. Oh my goodness, where'd it go? Where'd it go? You see a very. You see a human woman inside. She's dressed in like very dirty but regal clothing. She's got like red braids, like kind of forming like a crown shape around the back of her head. And you also see sitting in the back wall in this chamber, it looks like it's just like a little cell. You see the gentleman, big red beard, bald on top, red hair on the sides, also in dirty regal clothing.
Um,
And who are you?
My name is Arbiter Themis. I'm with the Contract Consortium. Your son hired us to rescue you, Your Majesties. Is there a lock on the outside? Can I access and open the door?
It looks like it's a key lock, so it would have to be disabled.
Inspector, Paya,
Is Gideon okay? You have
he
my
is.
son.
He's safe.
If you open this door, he's going to know. Our advisor, he'll send a creature after us.
How will he know?
The door, I believe.
It's enchanted?
I think so.
Hold that thought. The walls are made out of dirt.
Yeah, like rock and so the walls around this actually they're made of cobblestone.
Okay.
Could they fit through the bars with a shrink potion?
No, the window is pretty small here on this
Man,
one.
you are shrink blocking me.
I know.
Right. But Paya or Irina,
Yes.
can you tell me
Yes.
what magic is on this door? How do you know he will know?
Detect magic.
There is an aura of divination on the door.
There's divination magic on this door.
Hmm.
Well, is there a way around it? Does the door have to be open, or can we excise them from a hole in the door? Come on, you use magic. You tell me. I'm talking
Nothing
to
that
Maya.
I could do could get them out.
Don't have any dispelling magic.
Oh, but Paya does, don't you?
Aya's Nemus is
wait.
gonna chirp and teleport in there.
Can your pet teleport other things?
It can't.
No.
It starts scratching at the door.
But don't we have some scrolls of...
We do have 3 scrolls of dispel magic.
We do, yes. Oh, well... Arbiter, aren't you holding on to those scrolls?
No, I believe I gave them to you. What would I do with the scroll of dispel magic?
Sometimes I'm a scatterbrain.
Only sometimes.
I'm gonna get one of those scrolls of detect magic and use it on the door.
Okay, go ahead and make me a counteract check, which is going to be a spell attack roll.
Oh dear. Well, that makes me wonder what my spell attack bonus is.
And affirmation is at +2 for you right now, so add 2 to that roll.
Guidance?
Adriana will cast guidance on
That's
Aya.
awesome.
Okay.
Make sure you make this count.
How do I add to the roll in here? I mean, I can just roll it and add it in my head because it's +16 for my spell attack, +2 from chat.
Otis pulls out his Drakeheart mutagen while this is happening. His cigar, and he gets ready to light it.
And then plus how many for guidance?
1.
1.
So what we got there?
10,
28.
28. So yeah, you hit this door with your dispel magic. It shimmers kind of this golden color. You would have to do another detect magic to know if it worked or not.
Adriana will do it.
The aura is gone.
Ooh.
What?
Looks like this has worked. Hold on. I want to do another detect magic, like just around. Is there like any other magics?
There is not.
Okay.
Somebody
Seems like
come
this
for
is
us.
the magic.
The gentleman stands up as well. You're here to save us, truly?
Or coin.
On my honor.
Darby's just going to take us again when we get out.
We are gonna deal with Darby.
He will not take our kingdom from us.
Don't you worry. That's what we're here to ensure. And then I will open the cell door.
We've sent your son away. He is safe.
Thank you so much. We'll make sure that you're compensated well, heroes.
I hope you didn't care for Blair much.
For Blair, absolutely not. She was the first one to stab us in the back.
She is currently being life essence bled to death. So, there's that for you.
Now, if you'll follow us quickly, we're going to abscond with you.
Let's go. The door is still locked.
Oh.
I'll thievery or
Okay.
just
Well, this is
free it.
awkward.
Goes to open the door. Click, click.
27.
Yeah, you get it.
Sweet.
You click that lock open, and it creaks open pretty loud. It's a pretty rusty door. There's a horrible beast that patrols these caverns. I don't know what sort of heroes you are, but I can tell you, I am one myself, adventuring life, and we cannot face it.
We are no heroes, sir.
Well, you are now.
Well, if we can help it, we'd rather not face off against the beast. So, let us be quick.
Yes, move quietly and quickly.
All right. Otis, Dante, back the way we came, or out another tunnel?
Oh, does this map show other tunnels?
There were
So-
2 entrances, but the prince told us to go into one.
Yeah, he does show like the other exit tunnel, but he doesn't have any like left or right directions like he had on the way in.
We should probably go back the same way.
Yeah,
Then.
we should go back the same way.
Okay.
Oh,
Don't forget there's that pressure trap.
Yes, and the portcullis as well. Okay, so
Indeed.
we let's put the royals ahead of me. So I'll bring up the rear, and I'll ask Dante to stay back with me.
and we're gonna stealth again.
Okay. All right. Give me your stealths, guys, and I will just take the weakest link.
So
Does
then I will
anyone
just
have
roll.
follow the expert? Anybody? Whatever
And
that.
quiet allies.
Quiet allies.
No.
No.
Right.
I don't think anybody in this group does.
Oh,
Nope.
we have a 17 hanging out here. 27.
Okay. Don't
Hey,
care
guys.
about that noise. I care about the weak link, which is a 17 currently. With the nat 20, I'll let it go bump up to the next highest, which is
Thank you.
weakest link is
What? That's so cool.
25. Looks like is
Okay,
weakest link.
hold on. I
27.
still need to. I
27.
still need to roll mine. Oh,
Oh, look
I'm
at
not the worst.
Oh, it's a
So
21.
21 is the next weakest link. All right.
I mean, it could be worse. Could be
Yeah,
raining.
no, it totally could be. Did you say it could be raining
Yeah.
underground? Yeah, that could be worse.
Young Frankenstein.
So yeah, you guys are going back the way you came. You're moving
Mhm.
quietly. Both these people, the king and queen, they both start following you. By the way, I am Ica. This is my husband, David.
I
It's
can't
a
believe
pleasure
I
to meet
didn't
you,
ask
Your
your
Majesty.
names.
You
It's
help us get our
alright.
kingdom back. We'll make sure you're compensated well.
One typically doesn't ask royalty for their names, but it is a pleasure to know yours nonetheless.
We also don't need compensation. Your son is already paying.
Well, we'll deal with the finances for our son.
Unless you'd like to, of course.
Irina
but-
tilts her head over to Otis.
Donations to the guild is always appreciated. Anyway, we don't
Of
need to
course.
chat about this right now while we're escaping
Formalities
with our
later.
lives.
Let's get out.
Okay.
Okay. You guys are heading out same way you came. Yeah.
Mhm.
You guys go for probably about 5 minutes. You pass through the man-made portion. You guys get to one of the winding portions of the munched out tunnel. There's
Ooh.
got to be a better word than munched out, but like that's where I'm at. So
I real quick, I am gonna ask Dante to shut the portcullis after us, and then zip back.
okay, yeah, he rips it up with his mouth and goes sprinting under it.
Or, teleporting. Whichever.
Oh no, he goes. He's a fast guy, all right? He goes for it.
Yeah,
He'll do that teleport.
burrowed that's a good word. Burrowed.
Yeah, there you go.
Or
so yeah.
hewn.
Yeah.
Hewn.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so he closes it behind you. He gets through. So as you guys are continuing on, and you're following your path back, you guys hear this horrible screeching sound from up ahead where you came. Both of the people freeze. That's the creature. If you hear it that close, it's already got the scent. We have to run.
I'm with you.
Unless
it's
you
up
want to face it.
ahead?
I have no weapons.
Then run we shall.
Oh, we have weapons for you.
We have tons of weapons.
I open my guild bag. And I'll give the potions and the short sword and the daggers.
Yeah, so they hurry and grab the weapons. The woman deftly spins it and sheaths it on her belt. The guy looks really awkward with it and just kind of holds it. And then they just they so you've got 3 directions here, right? You've got the direction you came from, which is where you hear the screeching. Then you've got a left tunnel and you've got a right tunnel. They're gonna look at you of where to run.
Can I sniff?
You can. You get an overwhelming scent of creature coming from where you came. You
Can
don't
I
get
ask?
anything from either other direction.
Oh, I don't want to get Admiral in trouble though. But I kind of want to let. No. I wonder if they would know if our Nemas could scout ahead, can teleport out to tell us which tunnel the creature's in.
That's true. I mean, if they, which way smells the least like the creature?
They
I'll
both
have
smell.
Dante smell left.
And I'll have Admiral smell right.
Yeah, they both sniff both directions and they just kind of look at you confused.
I could tell you I've just finished sniffing.
Quick, let's just go left.
Left it is. We're making a decision.
Well, you sniff one way, and everyone's sniffing all over the place at the same time.
Correct. It's from behind us, right?
No, it's up ahead.
Up ahead. It's
Okay,
right where you
and
came
it's the
It smells the direction that we came from. Do you want to continue that way or make our way down tunnels we have no maps for?
Well, we're gonna have to go that way. We need to know which one to pick. So let's go to the left. It's the gamble.
Wait, what? No, that's where the creature is.
So
Time out.
okay, time out. So you've got ahead of you, which is where the creature is at. Then to your side, you've got one branching left, one branching right. Neither of those are where the creature came from. The one dead ahead is
Because our path out where we came from is where the creature
right.
is.
Okay. Can I roll a survival check to gauge which way might be better?
sure.
Oh,
That was close.
that is a 22.
22. You know that it's been hard to tell because the tunnels have been so windy, but
Right.
the one to the right is likely a shorter exit based on the way the tunnels have been going, as far as you can tell.
If we go right, it's a shorter exit.
I trust you.
Let's do it then.
In the same marching order,
Yeah.
we'll tell them to go to the right.
Okay. Don't worry about marching order because we're going to use some special rules from the Game Master's Guide. We're going to do a chase scene. So, I've got the fancy Pathfinder chase deck here. Okay, so I'm going to bring you guys over to a different map. I haven't tried one of these before, so I'm excited here.
Me too.
Okay, so on this map here, you guys start this chasing. Basically, the way that a chase works is you guys are going to cinematically be running from this thing, and I'm going to present to you a series of obstacles. We're just going to go round table initiative for you guys. The enemy acts at the end of your initiative, basically, and just progresses at a set rate. Every challenge has a certain number of chase points you have to achieve. If you achieve it, you move on one of these step tokens here. So once you progress, if you reach the end and you get off of this last step token, you've escaped. If the creature catches up with you, then we are going into combat and we're going to roll initiative. You guys can earn chase points by making rolls that are applicable or giving me some kind of creative answer. Critical success is 2 points. Success is 1 point. Critical failure is you lose a point. So that's where we're going. Now, since you guys disabled the enchantment on the door and you actually succeeded your stealth just barely, this thing would normally be starting right here, but it's going to start a step back.
Sweet.
So you guys ready?
No.
We need our
Can we get our
tokens.
tokens? Yeah. So we
Okay.
can use our action bar.
Oh, yes. Thank you. That was a good point. I'm just going to put them up here because this is like, we're not really on the map. This is like a tracker.
That's fine.
Mm.
So I'm going to put you guys just up here. Got Otis. We've got Arena. We've got Arbiter. We've got Paya. Where did Paya go? There's Paya. And here are your creatures. Now your creatures will act on your turn just normally. You can do anything you could reasonably do within 3 actions when you do this. Or like it can be a little more, it's kind of more loose. We're not like in a strict turn-by-turn initiative. This is a little bit zoomed out. So yeah, let's go ahead and get to this. You guys hear the screeching getting closer. You guys chose the path to the right. So you guys are all running together here. The first obstacle that you guys get is you guys are running ahead. You can see that this tunnel kind of comes to a dead end, but there is like a smaller but very cramped tunnel to your right. It looks like it's going to be a tight fit. The medium creatures are going to probably have to crawl, and Otis, you would have to squeeze. What are you guys doing?
I do have a shrinking potion.
So do
Okay.
Give them to the royals and let them escape.
Yeah, I think so. Get them through first. Your Majesty, and I'm going to hand the woman my potion.
Mm-hmm.
Use this to get through the tunnel as quickly as you can.
She doesn't even like let you finish. She grabs it and she uncorks it and she just pours it down her husband's throat.
Otis will give the other one to her.
And you, madam, drink this one.
She'll nod, she'll down it, and they go sprinting. They shrink in size, like a little bit smaller than Otis, and they go fitting through.
It says they get tiny.
They get tiny.
That's what
oh man,
that's what it says.
very nice. Okay, I thought it was a size smaller. Yeah,
I
No,
did too.
They get very small then, and yeah, they just go running through it.
Nice.
So now this is a team effort for this. So I'm going to give you guys a chase point for each potion used here.
Oh, nice. I'm going to look to Dante and I'll say, Dante, do you remember the portcullis with the gate? Please go trigger that trap. You know what to do.
That's awesome.
And then meet back here.
Okay.
Actually, you're going to have to use your best judgment and jump to the other side. I need you to help me protect those royals.
Okay. He'll do like a little nod and go taking off. Paya, what are you doing here?
I don't even know. I actually want to... Admiral, will you go and... I mean, the royals could ride Admiral, couldn't they? Admiral's small.
Yeah,
and
totally.
they're tiny. So I'm going to say, Admiral, would you mind escorting the royals out of the cave? And then
That's amazing.
come back when you've taken them.
Yeah, he'll like reach down and like he's just gonna lift him up on his back, and he's just gonna go booking it through.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
That's so cool.
Okay, we'll give you a chase point for that. Arena, what have you got?
I am going to. Yeah, cast invisibility on Otis and shove him through.
Cast invisibility on Otis.
Otis. It lasts 10 minutes.
Okay.
And I'm
All
shoving Otis through. Go.
I will not leave without you.
And right behind.
I guess when he can go again, he'll squeeze through.
Okay, go ahead and roll me in athletics as you're squeezing through, Otis.
I would love to. 34.
34. Yeah, you get through that so nimbly. Like it's a tight fit, but like you're just so strong. You just get through that real quick. And then Arena, your team got through so fast. Themis, everybody, you guys got through quick enough together as a team. The
Oh,
rest of you
nice.
were able to just kind of get through. Cinematically, I mean, you guys like helping each other through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great because
Yeah.
I was stressing about
Yeah.
about cramping through this little tunnel.
Yeah, it's a bit of a tight fit. Otis like maybe even pushed through so strong that he maybe like crumbled some dirt and made it a little bit bigger.
Oh yes.
Yeah, it's
He triggered his
You're
lifting
like,
belt and just
boom,
like
boom,
pushed
boom.
some rocks
Yeah,
out of the
there
way.
you go.
that's awesome.
Okay, so that's enough challenge points there to move you guys a step. Next round, this thing progresses a step here as well. Okay, so you guys continue onwards. You guys, as you're coming up here, you see another portcullis up ahead. This one looks like it's not as sturdy as the other one. It looks rusted. There's kind of like a broken portion in it that looks like Otis, like you could maybe fit through it. Now, Paya, your Nemus up ahead just goes sprinting towards it, and he just comes to a dead stop, sets down the rails. He blinks through it and waits for them to just crawl through as they're tiny. So they would normally be presenting a hazard, but I'm just going to go ahead and bypass their hazard and ask you guys what you're doing here.
Oh.
Really quick, do I hear the other the explosion trigger or the evocation magic trigger?
Not yet.
Not that it would be an explosion, but so as soon as they're through, like, do they get through as we're coming up?
Yeah, they're a good ways ahead of you. Like his Nemes is real fast, and they're just
Sweet.
kind of flying
Booking
through
it.
everything being so small.
Well, so I'll look at Otis and then I'll say, charge it together.
Indeed. Baya, Irina, do you see any rubble or traps like last time?
Perception.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a perception.
30.
Oh, I just rolled this, my Nema. Hold on.
Yeah, no, you're good.
I mean, I'll take my Nema's score.
Irina, you spot not a trap, but a potential hazard where there's like a rusted portion that looks like it. If somebody tries to go through that hole without like breaking a portion of it first, looks like a portion could be broken. It could cut them up and cause some potential rust cutting problems.
Katanus.
So with that successful perception, I'll give you guys a point.
Yeah, Otis and the inspector and the arbiter will charge together to try to like
Nice.
break through this gate.
Okay. Does Arena like point out the weak point here, and you guys are hitting that point together?
Yeah,
Naturally.
Irina's like there.
Okay.
Indeed.
Naturally.
Both of you guys roll me an athletics check.
Otis is still invisible too.
Oh yeah. Just feels Otis running next to her.
26.
Okay. 26.
Oh,
is
how
a
come it?
success.
Oh, hold on. I had. Okay, wrong. Let's make sure I'm selected.
Ah, yes. I thought your athletics was better.
Wait,
I'm-
why is it still rolling as? Okay, stop that.
Click on your
Click
token.
on your token.
But I have.
And then before you do it, can I use I want to use Diabolic Edict and just say, Arbiter, hit it with everything you've got. And so that'll
Power
give
of
you
hell flows through me, and I'll
Nice.
like run up there and just put my shoulder into it.
Okay, I'll give a point for the Diabolical Edict. Both of you guys roll me in athletics.
Okay.
Okay, and you've got no affirmation currently.
I
Okay.
had it when I rolled.
Yeah, you got it. It just got moved, so you're good.
So yeah, that's what. So a diabolic edict is +1.
gives you a +1 status bonus to checks, yeah? Skill
Cool.
checks.
20 is what you needed, so that's going to be a point for each of you guys. You guys just charge this spot on where Arena pointed out. You feel empowered by the Edict Arbiter, and you guys just like basically cave in most of the portcullis here. You go right through it.
Nice.
So that is going to finish that one. And at this point, you hear a rumbling and a screeching, and you hear something crash down. And then you're going to see Dante just like peer into existence with a teleport running right next to you. That's going to stop this from progressing this turn here. So it's just going to
What?
Yes. I'll
Okay.
say, such a clever boy.
Oh, and by the way,
Thank
for
you.
anybody who's curious, I should show this here.
I'm very curious.
I am now.
Here's what the thing looks like that's chasing you. You guys haven't gotten like a good glimpse of it yet, but these things are huge and very scary.
Oy.
Okay. All right. So the next challenge, you guys pass the portcullis. You guys reach this corridor, and you see spikes on the ceiling, holes on the walls, all the things you saw before. You see a whole bunch of tripwires here. What are you guys doing?
Tripwires all over this hallway.
Yep, there's tripwires all over the hallway. You see pressure plates and uneven like floor tiles. There's too much that's odd in here, Otis. This is clearly like a room full of traps.
Where is Admiral?
Admiral just teleported past them all.
So, but the little
And
people.
the little people are just running under the tripwires. They only look like they're triggering pressure plates.
Great.
Okay.
I want a perception to see if these are all legitimate traps or just a like deception to like try to. Because
Yeah.
who would put this many traps in a hallway? Like,
Yeah, Otis, go ahead and roll me a perception.
Chase would.
Oh,
Natural 20.
Yes.
that's a 40 as well.
Nat 20. Yeah, so you can tell that not all of these are legitimate traps, but most of them are. There's a lot of traps here. You can see mechanisms everywhere. With your nat 20 perception, you also notice that on the side of the wall, just to your right, there are 4 blocks with pictures of clouds on them.
Oh, sun, stars, moon, cloud.
What are you talking about?
Oh,
That's the code.
So Otis, you're gonna be like instructing. That's your contribution. That's gonna be 2 points for a critical success.
That's awesome.
Okay. All right. Themis, are you doing anything here with your shouting, or are you just shouting out the the code here.
I'm just screaming. I only want to scream. No. So are they within reach, these blocks?
Yeah, you could definitely reach them. They're just right to your side, not past any of the traps.
And so is it just clouds, or is it sun, star, moon, clouds?
So they're all clouds, but it looks like the blocks can like be pulled out.
Oh,
They're
so
all
we can pull
clouds.
out and maybe rotate them.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull out the first one.
Yeah, so when it pulls out, there's like a metal thing that slides out and it can spin and then can be pushed back in.
I'm gonna start at the opposite end.
Okay.
And so
I'm gonna
we're-
have Irina say, because only one needs to change because we need to leave the cloud. So I'll say you to the moon on number 3, you stars number 2 to Irina.
Okay. Oh, so Arena's gonna help as well. Do you
Yeah.
have
So
a-
Yeah.
so we can just all at once. We're gonna switch
it.
all of these to the correct order.
Okay. And you're using the order on the note.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are able to teamwork, just flip those so quick. Otis, you hear like a big grinding mechanism, and you see some of the like tripwires go limp, and you figure that must have been like a master disable for all the traps.
Oh, well, it looks like that is.
And he'll say,
Let's get going.
Okay. Excellent. We're gonna run.
Yep.
Okay, that's enough to succeed this one. The creature continues onwards. You guys heard it get like slowed down, and now you hear it kind of growing closer again as you guys are continuing on. You can maybe see like rubble from like the ceiling starting to kind of like just little pieces of gravel falling and whatnot as this thing's getting closer, starting to rumble with how big it is. And let's go to the next challenge. That was a really tough one, but these have like difficulty levels. That one was a level 10, so it was like one of the hardest tiers of chase card. All right, you guys continue through this tunnel. As you do, this opens up into a big natural cavern with a big drop. There's like a natural bridge kind of going across, but a big middle chunk of it is missing, and it looks like it's about 15 feet across.
Holy
awesome.
hell.
Otis
Oh.
pulls out his hand crossbow that is loaded with a climbing bolt and fires it into the ceiling and swings across.
Okay.
Make me an attack roll with your crossbow.
Sure, let me. Apparently, I don't have that on my sheet, but it will be the same as my gloves normally.
Yeah, sure.
So,
Go ahead and just roll that.
26.
26 is going to earn you a chase point. Otis goes swinging across, no problems.
And then he throws the rope back.
Okay, little people, the royals. Are they? Because they're not. They're gonna have to go into a pocket.
Well, couldn't Admiral just teleport them across?
No, he can only teleport
Yeah,
himself.
at this one here, they
Oh.
are actually. He looks a little confused. He teleports and they just kind of drop. Then he teleports back and like picks them up. Looks confused as to what to do here.
Admiral, I think we will have to take them across, and we'll meet you on the other side.
Yes, your Majesties, I beg your pardon. Care for a ride?
Absolutely, please.
Paya, I entrust them to you. I'm gonna get my weapon out and I'll stand and face the tunnel and I'll say, everybody, quick.
Irina stand with her shield at the ready and her sword next
Okay.
to Arbiter while
I'm
Paya
gonna-
does this.
I'm gonna put them in my pocket, and I'm just swinging across. I'm just
Doesn't your
swinging
cloak-
across.
Doesn't your cloak have a ton of pockets?
Yeah,
Didn't you
it
decide that on
does.
the first session?
Yes, it
You
has
did.
a lot
You
of
did
pockets.
specify that in the first session.
You have one that's
Okay.
like a suite for little people, just in case.
Okay, so Otis is tossing the grappling hook back.
It's a bolt, not a grappling hook.
A bolt. Okay.
It's a climbing bolt.
All right. So your shot, it wedged it in a nice place here. Okay, Paya, make me an acrobatics.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
The
God.
DC is lowered here because Otis gave you a means of not just jumping but swinging. Hey, there you go.
Okay.
So no
27.
affirmation right now. So 27. 27 is a success. Paya gets across with the Royals, earns a chase point.
I'm gonna
Nice.
I'm gonna get the Royals out and put them back on Admiral.
Okay, very nice. Yeah, Admiral picks him up and just goes bolting ahead again. Irina and Themis, what do you guys got?
After you.
I haven't cast guidance on Themis, the Arbiter, correct?
Mm-mm.
I'm going to do that for you for getting across. And is the Arbiter? Are you telling Irina to go, or are you
Mhm.
staying? Okay. She'll go.
Okay, so you guys are just swinging.
Yeah.
Okay, go. You guys can both go ahead and roll me acrobatics then as you guys swing across.
I'll go when Irina gets back.
Otis wants to stand on the edge and stick his hand out for Irina.
Okay.
17.
Okay, a 17. Go ahead and assist Otis with
What do you want me to
an athletics.
Athletics?
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's my specialty.
Because she's a one-off.
Oh man, you guys.
There we go.
34.
Yeah, so Irina, you go and you kind of like you slip the last bit and you're gonna miss it, but Otis kind of reaches down and is able to grab your arm
I
and
believe you
pull
there,
it the rest of the
Arena.
way.
Thank you, dear Otis.
Indeed.
You can't see
Sure.
him. He's invisible.
Well, she knows. She knows.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Okay.
Themis, what do you got?
So what? You need an 18.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
You have guidance.
I do, and I'm gonna use it on this roll because I have to roll an 18. I'm pretty sure. So
No.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
The guidance be with you.
And
Okay.
well,
Irina's gonna ready to try to help.
I have one more focus point, so I'll use another diabolic edict and just yell across and Arbiter, hurry and get over here.
Would I mean, it's 15 feet. Can I jump? Not across the chasm, but across the rope bridge. Would I, like, my skill, would I know that I would be... Because jumping is something I'm better at than...
Like in athletics, like you want to try to just like, you don't trust your swinging rope capabilities, you just want to jump it.
No, she's just gonna swing. Oh, she hates
I mean, you
swinging.
can athletics and try to jump it if you want.
Well, can I... Do I have to swing, or can I take the rope and try and run and jump, and then if I fall, I have the rope in my hand?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, then that's when she's like, oh, bollocks this. So she's gonna grab the rope, I'll stow my weapon, and I'm gonna run across the rope bridge, and then I'm gonna jump for it.
Okay, so roll me in athletics. You're diabolical edicted. Irina, I think since Otis is probably like currently pulling you up right now, I don't think you can actively assist here.
I would assist. I want you to know, but I'm busy helping Irina.
That's okay. She did guidance me before
Mhm.
she swung, so
The
I'm gonna
athletics is harder, just so you know. So the
Is it
DC is a
really?
little higher. It is. I mean, it might be easier for you given your stats, but
it's true. I mean, like,
all I'm saying is an 18 won't cut it, so roll better.
Oh!
A nat 20 will do it.
That's
nice. Okay, so Themis goes jumping across. Now you guys get across here. You start running down the tunnel here. This last hazard actually doesn't trigger because you're so far ahead. You guys see from the wide tunnel here, you guys can see this big beast kind of rounding the corner. And it just kind of hisses and growls, and there's acidic spit flying everywhere, but it's way behind you, and it just turns around and gives up. You guys successfully beat the chase.
we still have one more footprint.
You do, but so this last footprint only triggered if it was more than 2 steps behind you here. So you guys avoid it. It would have caused a cave-in and a water flood, but you guys had enough ground from the Nema slowing it down.
Oh.
Wow, rad.
Oh. I want to get my bolt out. I have to do an athletics 20 to shake it out.
Go for it. Do it as you're running away. The music's ending at like the perfect time here.
I know.
Yeah, it is.
I don't get it.
He
I
doesn't
leave
get
it. I leave it.
And scene.
Why you another? Come on.
Otis.
I'm coming.
Otis is like so fast. He has a speed of 35.
That's wild. I love it.
It is. All right. That's a Pathfinder chase, guys. That was fun.
That's
Good job.
cool.
That was
Yeah.
good.
So you have like these cards and like you filter out the ones that aren't applicable and you just kind of randomly draw them. So
That's really cool.
fun stuff. Okay, you guys get from this tunnel. You know, the royals are tiny on your Nemas, and they kind of look back and you hear in a slightly smaller voice, I think we've lost it.
Are we still in the tunnel, or are we out now?
You guys are in the tunnel. You see some light curving up ahead from the left.
Before we exit, we may have visitors. Certainly they know that we have you by now. I
Yes.
suspect we should proceed with caution.
I suspect we proceed with vengeance. We'll
Am
pay
I
for
still
it.
invisible?
Help us take our...
Both.
Are you what?
Am I still invisible?
You are.
Mm-hmm.
Can I go look?
Go. Oh, like up ahead?
Yeah. Like we see the way out. Is that what you said?
Mhm.
Yeah. Can I go look to see if anyone's waiting for us?
For sure. You absolutely can.
I do. You guys hear Otis running away.
Okay, let's move maps here. All right. So
What
we
was that
got-
check, by the way, for the rope bridge?
It was a 24.
Still, it would have been better. I would have only needed like a 9.
Yeah, it was a good one. Okay, so we've got Themis. We've got. I need to like reorganize these better. I always lose Paya for some reason. Paya. We've got Otis. We've got Irina. We've got Nemas. We have got Royals. And we've got King and Queen there. Okay. So you guys are in this cave currently back here. But Otis is scouting up ahead. Now, Otis, as you reach this cave exit, you do see a handful of people waiting here.
Okay. How many?
So there is a very big looking, strong gentleman with war paint on his face, no shirt, big old club wielded in both hands. You guys see an elegantly dressed elf gentleman with a rapier and like a dueling gauntlet, both drawn. You guys see a woman in heavy armor with a shield and a bastard sword, an elf woman as well. She's in like the same armor that you saw from some of like, not the same armor. She's got the same emblems as like the servants and whatnot did engraved on her armor. And then you see an old, frail-looking gentleman, and they are just standing out here, kind of looking anxious, just watching the cave entrance.
Okay. Otis will go back inside.
Looks like we've got 4 of them waiting for us.
He'll describe them.
Do you know who these people are?
That's Darby and his personal guard. This is perfect. You gave me a weapon. We can fight them.
I think it's best if you take one of these creatures and get out of here.
I will not stand by while you fight. This is my fight as well.
I'm not fighting. I'm running.
If you help us take down Darby, we will pay you handsomely. He must
All
pay
right.
with blood.
You'll have my help. A coup is the most
Yes.
ungodly of sins.
Are they? Can you tell me, Otis, how close together are all of them?
Do I know that?
Yeah, they're like all like 10 feet apart ish.
They're like 10 feet apart-ish. Give or take 2 feet.
Sounds like an opportune moment for me to cast a fireball at them.
I could sneak out in my invisibility and get behind them and perform a flank.
Just stay out of range of the fire, would you?
Let
Can
the
you return
fire
me
be-
to my normal size?
How long does that take?
It's 10 minutes. I think.
To what?
The shrinking potion.
Oh, 10 minutes?
Yeah.
It
I think
removed
that's
from my
10 minutes.
inventory, so I don't have. I have
It is
I
10
think-
minutes. You're
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
We'll
Mhm.
say like shortly after she starts slowly growing back. Thank you.
Now, I say, sneaking out is perfect. Why don't we cause a bit of a diversion and let the signal be the fireball? So, Dante, darling, do you think you could teleport and cause a big ruckus. I want them distracted. But after you sneak out, Otis, that'll allow us time to, Paya, you time to sneak out and get a visual and cast your fireball.
Yes, that sounds good to me.
Excellent.
Do I get a bonus on my stealth for being invisible?
Yes.
Do you know what that is?
It's plus 10, I believe, in second edition,
Okay.
but you're good to go.
All right. I'm going to roll that and try to walk out to get behind them. I want to be behind Darby enough away that the fireball won't hit me.
It's a 20-foot cube? 20-foot radius?
20-foot radius, yeah. And
20-foot
so
burst.
there's a nice tool. There's like a little measuring tool on our new VTT that you can use to actually draw out the burst there. That's a little too big, but you just click on that and you click on the circle icon and you can extend it out to 20 feet so you can see how big it goes and what it will cover. You can click and drag it around. It's wonderful.
Beautiful.
That's a 27.
27, yeah. They don't notice you at all.
Okay. I'm going to go like there.
Now, you guys gave the queen a short sword, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, so she has the short sword, the daggers, and the potions,
Well,
honestly.
whatever she took, Arbiter offered all those to her.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's going to look at the vials. She's just going to smash them on the ground.
Wait, don't do that! Are any of them usable by us?
Coward's weapon poison.
We could sell
Oh,
them
that's
for
what
money.
it is.
I will compensate you for the potions.
Thank you.
The husband's wielding a dagger, and she's going to put a hand on his shoulder. You have a brave heart, husband, but you have to let me take this fight. You're not trained. He's going to kind of growl and nod. If things get dicey, I'm jumping in. She'll nod.
Okay.
Give him a kiss.
Oh, that's sweet.
That is sweet.
So Fireball has a 500-foot range, so I want to get just to where I can see them.
Okay,
Wait for the
we're
signal.
going to say...
For me, I have a signal.
Well, because Dante's going to go out.
Oh, right.
He's going to teleport and go, "Wah," and then they're going to turn and look. After that happens, and they're all distracted, boom. Hopefully that gives, no, I don't flat-footed reflex save. Is there a?
For what now? For the fireball?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, so it's a reflex save.
but like, do they? If you're surprised,
Oh, yeah,
do
if
you
they're
take
flat-footed, they'll take a penalty to the reflex save.
Okay.
So Pi, this would be like your max distance you could be to see them right there, which is 70 feet away.
Okay. I just want to make sure they don't see me, so that's why I want to be far away.
I didn't know 500-foot range. You can throw a fireball so far.
That's
Right.
what it says on
that reminds me
in
of
Foundry. So
The
it's
Witcher.
500.
Yeah, just like throwing the fireballs like across the
Mhm.
terrain. It's awesome. Okay, go ahead and give me a marching order. So Otis, you're flanked back here. Does anybody else want to get in any position here? Are you sneaking, Paya, or like are they going to see you guys right as you're around the corner here?
I'm gonna try and be as sneaky as I can.
Or do you want to? The arbiter would hold you back and say, "Wait until you hear the screech."
Well, yes, I'm gonna wait, but yes,
Okay.
yes, I will wait, of course. But when it's time for me to go up, I'm gonna be sneaky.
Okay.
But I also feel like I need to be ready for when the screech happens. So I'm not gonna cast the fireball, but I need to be like in position.
Yeah, you got it. So, I mean, yeah, as you guys are like turning this corner, notice you could probably warn them like it's going to be hard to stealth up here. It's just a wide open cavern.
Yeah.
I mean, like Otis is invisible. You guys have like no real cover here to sneak up on him with.
Yeah, I would have given any tactical knowledge that they would have needed for this.
Yeah.
Okay, if that's the case,
I'll have my weapon drawn and ready.
Adriana's gonna have her weapon drawn and ready as well, but she's also going to be down on one knee and ready to do a syndicate ritual or 4.
Okay. You got it.
She's got her sword in one hand and she's grasping her symbol of Norgerber against her chest.
Very nice. Okay. All
Okay.
right.
All right.
Who's rounding the
Themis
corner
Nemus.
first?
Well, so Themis Nemus is going to port
And you want to teleport like where to?
onto the top of this rock.
Okay. So Nemus teleports.
And I'd like him to do a very grand, very terrifying. Come
Okay.
on, come on! Like I'm going to kill you. Okay.
Okay. So they will draw attention to that. That's going to start initiative. So what do you guys want to do as soon as that happens? Give me your starting positions here.
As soon as that happens, I guess I'm gonna cast that fireball.
Okay. The king is going to be like back around the corner over here. And the rest of you just kind of you got your thing ready, and the rest of you are just kind of getting in there.
Yeah, we're gonna, as soon as that fireball goes off, Themis is charging.
Okay. We're going to put you guys right there then. The Nemus teleports, starts making a ruckus. They all turn back towards it alarmed. This will make them flat-footed to the round until they act for anybody who beats them in initiative. And let's put everybody in initiative now.
Can I use my invisible stealth as my initiative since I'm actively stealthing?
Yeah, you absolutely can.
I'll roll that.
Okay. So let's see. I need to add Paya to combat. Adding you 3 to combat. Adding these 4 to combat. And don't roll your
Dante.
Oh yeah, you are rolling your stealth because
Yeah, I already added me to combat as well.
Okay. Are you in here twice, Otis? I took you out of combat. My bad. You're back.
You monster.
Okay. Affirmation bars at 0, so neither side's getting bonuses here for initiative. Okay, and Otis, what did you get?
Oh, 26.
Okay, I'm
That
allowed
is
to plus
not
10
great.
for invisibility.
Oh, I already did.
Oh, that is really not great. That was a bad
Yeah.
roll.
Yeah.
Okay, so 26. You added it already? Okay.
Yeah.
So we've got Paya, Irina, Otis, the big bruiser-looking gentleman. Nope, the queen's going to go before him. Queen, the big bruiser gentleman, the armored elf woman, Themis, the rapier-wielding elf man, and then the old frail-looking man. Okay, Paya, appropriately, you're starting with a fireball. So go ahead and...
It's a save DC. It's a reflex save.
Okay, I'm going to start left to right here. So...
And I'm casting it so it'll hit all 4 of them.
Yeah, I got you here.
What's your DC?
26.
So this one got a 29. Any hero points from Syndicate?
Unless I get any bonuses to my DC from anything.
So this is actually -2. So they got a 27.
I got a 27. Yep. Reaper's reputation, guide their minds, trip their bodies.
Okay, so he's gonna
Hero
reroll here.
point.
Ooh.
Okay, so that is
perfect.
a 21. So that one's a fail. The rapier wielding elf. Oh my goodness, where did my saves go? There they are. This is -2 from what it says, so 28 on that one. Any hero point there, Irina?
Again.
Ooh.
Okay, so that one is going to be a 26, which I think meets it, you said?
That meets it, yep.
Okay, so that one saves and will take half damage. This one, the armored elf woman, is gonna nat 1, and I'm gonna add a spell effect to that as well. And then the frail gentleman here. Oh man, I'm rolling so rude, Brian. Like every time against. Okay, that's gonna be a 30 unless Irina wants to do this one as well.
What do you think?
Yeah, here we go. So 3 hero points for Irina. Good one on that one. That's gonna be a 16. That's a crit fail on that one.
And Alex, do you want to use a hero point to up the damage?
I sure do.
Yeah, I thought you might.
Okay, we're just stacking hero points here. So go ahead and roll the damage, Brian. Increase it by 50%. Then I'm going to apply it to everybody. We have a fail, a save with evasion. He'll take nothing. We have a crit nat 1, so that's going to add an additional spell effect, and then a crit fail not on that one.
So
Okay.
23, but that's not adding any 50% bonus or anything.
Okay.
So
adding 50% to that, Arbiter?
Mm-hmm. So
Okay.
35?
Okay, how are you boosting this fireball stream of like little light, big explosion. What's Themis doing?
I'm just gonna walk out in it. Well, thematically, I'm gonna say, "Welcome to hell."
And it is a dark purple flame with like reddish flames.
I'm gonna
kind
start
of
swinging my
streaks in
book.
there.
So 35 is the base damage. So this one takes 35. This gentleman unfortunately takes none. This one takes 70.
Wow.
And this one, the card is spot on for you. If it's fire damage, triple it instead of double it.
Oh, and my
my.
blessing. My blessing does something when I do spell damage. What did
Oh
it
yeah,
I forget.
you can make them
Poison.
enfeebled or clumsy.
Enfeebled? 'Cause
Enfeebled. Yeah, I think enfeebled.
Okay. All three of them?
Yeah.
Okay. So like after this flame, this purple flame, there's like this like goopy, poisony looking substance all over them as well. So oh my goodness. So that's 70, that's 105 damage on this one. Wow.
That's great.
Holy crap.
You lit her up
Yeah.
And
like
then
a parade.
this one crit failed normally, so he's taking 70. Nope. No, yeah, because he didn't get the nat 1 card, so 70 damage on that one. Okay. All right, that's your fireball. They're all enfeebled.
Wow.
Anything else for you?
I'm gonna move closer, I guess,
Okay.
for my
Anything
last
else,
action.
he says.
I'll stop right there.
Okay. That makes it, after that big turn, Arena.
Okay, is any one of them? No, I don't want to use that as an action. I would like to. Put him the hell back here. I'm going to look at this one on the end on the left. Looks very beefy.
Yeah, he's a big beefy man with war paint and a big club in his hands, like a great club.
Okay. I want to look at that one from where I'm at. Oh yeah. And she's going to like curl her fingers around her spider and she's gonna go, maybe you sleep or something. She's gonna cast Dull Ambition on him, which is a will save.
Okay, he is making a will save where it's still at 0 affirmation. That is a 29. Unless you want to keep dumping those hero points, you still got 3 left.
Are they still flat-footed?
They are.
Oh,
but
that's
these are
just
will save.
reflex, huh?
Mhm.
Why do you do this to me all the time? Actually, it's only success. So, oh, never mind. Why is this spell dumb? It casts Misfortune on it for an hour, but it rolls twice and takes the lower on initiative rolls only? Really?
Got to do that pre-combat. That's for scouting ahead.
Well, you know, that's stupid. Never mind. Can I undo because I learned how to read and cast Phantasmal Killer instead?
Yeah, it's a fair upgrade.
I'm going to do that.
I'll slow him down. I'll just kill him.
I'll just kill him, and yeah, she's going to slam the ground in frustration and chant again and use another hero point for rerolling. See if we can get it lower.
Okay, here we go. That's
Oh,
quite a bit
that'll
lower.
do
That's a 15.
There we go.
Nice.
It is one off from a critical fail.
Oh.
That's fine. It's going to be frightened 2, and so you'll see like this navy. Just
Wait, what was your will save?
24 is my DC unless it's upped by scouting, which I don't think it is. Anyway, let's see. We need to do 8d6 of mental damage to you. Okay, it's going to take 23 damage from
3
that.
damage. Anything for you, Consortium here?
I actually, I do have an extra one, don't I?
Yeah, so currently you're sitting at 1, Themis and Pi is sitting at 2.
Who's sitting at 1?
You.
Okay. So wait, Themis and Pi is sitting at 2?
No, I have
Themis is at
two,
1,
You have
Pi
one.
is at 2.
Oh, okay.
So yes, I would like to use a hero point.
Okay, how's Pi at in heightening this phantasmal killer?
Oh my gosh. He's just gonna
Claws get longer.
yeah, he'll speak like
It turns
As-
into a shadowy Paya.
Asmodeus be with you.
Your knees
And
does
just
a
like-
creepy chatter with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just say something like that as like there's kind of some flames that come out and join with her spell.
Irina will chuckle darkly as she hears Paya behind her.
You four are creepy together. I love it. Okay, so you 50% increase, is that what you're going for?
Yep.
Okay. So this man erupts in flames. He looks back at the Nemas, gets blown up, looks angrily towards Paya, and then his face just breaks and he starts screaming in terror. Okay, that was 35 damage.
Then I'm going to cast. No, I'll move forward. Yeah.
Okay, Arena's getting in there. Otis
Mm-hmm.
from the
Hey.
flank.
Step 1, devise a stratagem.
Okay.
Assess
Mm-hmm.
the situation. That is not great.
It's a nine
Um,
on the dice.
Yeah, a 9. Thank you. Otis is gonna smile from invisible and light his cigar, and you see like this red glow from the invisibility, and he's gonna take his Drakenheart mutagen, which gives him a +5 bonus to armor class, a dex cap of +2, +2 item bonus to perception checks, and then he gets an extra ability called Final Surge that lets him like do run and cool stuff.
Nice.
Then he's gonna go for this. He's gonna move up because they're flat-footed to him, right?
They are, yes. They don't see him currently. He's invisible until he makes a hostile action.
Man, you know what? I think he's gonna wait because that devise a stratagem. He doesn't feel like it's the right time to jump in.
Okay.
So he's just gonna take his mutagen, and he's gonna pull out another cigar mutagen and put it in his mouth and get ready for it.
Okay. Any movement or anything? Or are you good there?
Yeah, he'll move up a little bit.
Okay.
You know what? He's gonna get right behind this guy.
Okay. How creepy, just creeping up, taking some mutagens.
And just smiling and just getting ready to choke grapple him. Okay, that's it.
Okay. It is Aika's turn. She goes angrily storming up here. Her posture just like screams royalty. And when she comes stepping out, you can see like they have like a symbol of kind of like a rising sun on all their stuff on the servants' quarters and on her armor. And she's going to look angrily at her. You do not deserve to wear that armor. You will all not take my divine right from me. And when she says that, this symbol just glows brightly on her chest. And she lets out this huge war cry. And they're all going to make will saves. There. Wow, I roll bad for her. I guess I just ate Paya and Arena.
I guess so.
There we
Nobody
go.
knew that.
All right. This older gentleman is unshook. The rest are frightened 3.
Otis is gonna
ooh.
grab in his coat pocket the symbol of Norgerber and say,
Grave Warden, guide this.
and just like hold it. But he wants to. No, he doesn't want to break invisibility. That's all he's gonna do, and spend a hero point.
To make that one re-roll.
Uh-huh.
Okay, nice. Okay, he's gonna roll again. That one's gonna fail. He is also frightened 3.
Actually, he wants to whisper, even if it breaks his stealth, somehow whisper to the Darby in front and just say,
You have a strong heartbeat.
Yeah, so like when he whispers that, it almost feels like it echoes and carries on the wind supernaturally. So he looks around and doesn't see where it's coming from. And they all just look so uncomfortable as she comes proudly stepping out. All right, that is her turn. It is this one's turn. This guy looks around nervously and then just like starts panic charging at Arena. He does not look confident, but he looks like he doesn't know what else to do. So coming at Arena.
He's smirking so hard after she heard Otis.
That is a 36 because I have affirmation.
Fine, that's not a crit.
Okay. And let's go ahead and do that damage. 18 damage.
Okay.
And then he's going one more. Wow.
Oh my gosh.
34?
It's
He just looks crazed and panicked. That one's going to be 27 damage. Okay. The elf in the heavy armor is going to go. And she is going to hold her turn. Themis, you're up.
Okay. I am going to step up. I only have 20 feet of movement now. Woohoo. But I can still reach this Yahoo. So with my weapon, I'm going to swing at him. He is in my aura now.
Okay. So his frightened condition can't go below 1 or it can't decrease.
Can't go below 1.
Okay, cool.
$32.
32, and you're hitting him with your book,
Mm-hmm.
swinging it out. That's gonna hit.
Excellent. Okay. $13 damage.
13 damage. Okay.
Okay. And then let's see. I will use one action. And I will say, Dante, pick off the weak. And let's see.
2 actions.
Mm-hmm. I'll have him come up here. And I'm gonna have him try and bite her.
Okay. Oh man,
Come here,
she shouldn't have
Dante.
held her turn.
Oh no. Oh no, Dante.
16. So he comes dashing at her and goes to bite. She just barely turns around and gets her shield up in the way and kind of shoves him back.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I think that's it because he just has two actions.
Okay.
Okay, so that is my turn.
Okay. It is the elf's turn here. He is going to say, "You do not deserve the throne. We all earned it for you, and we're going to keep it for ourselves." You can hear like a little tremble in his voice, but he's going to come charging over here. Flank the queen. She is going to op attack him as he tries to move by her.
Sweet.
Oh, did that not save the damage there? Let's swing this one instead. She doesn't have her normal weapon. There it is. Okay. That's not calculating correctly. She should have a plus. Sorry, macro fail. She has a plus 22 to that. So that's going to be 41.
Ooh.
So that is going to that would crit him here. I am going to spend 2 villain points here, and he is going to parry that, and he's going to return an attack to her instead. So he kind of like catches it with this dueling dagger he has. It's got like a blade on the hand that he just kind of catches the blade with, and he's going to stab at her with the rapier. That is going to hit her.
I will. Oh, I have 1 hero point left. That's fine. I will grab. I can make them re-roll, right?
You can at a -2.
Okay. I'll grab the symbol of Norgabur, and I'll whisper on the wind again. I know what you did.
Nice. Okay. Rerolling at a -2, so that one's going to be a 30, which is going to miss her. He like looks a little off balance and just kind of he looks to the side and barely misses the attack, but then kind of hops to the side here to get to a flanking position. And then he is going to parry for his last action. And now it is the older gentleman's turn. I'm going to spend 2 more villain points here to do a quickened spell with him.
Oh, yes.
And he is going to do a 4th level 2 action, but 1 action heal on himself with the quickened. And he's going to do a 2 action heal on the personal guard here. So I'm going to roll those up. And while I'm rolling those, Paya, it's your turn.
Okay, wonderful.
He's going to scream, "They're demons! Stay up! We must kill the queen at least!"
I'm deciding between 2 things. Okay, I am going to cast on her. I marked her, but I don't know how to get rid of my mark. Vampiric Maiden.
Ooh.
Ooh, nice. Okay. So just so you know, he healed for 45 and she healed for 39. And you're doing it on him, you said?
On this one.
That one right there. Okay, Vampiric Maiden. And I'm making a save here, or you're making a spell attack roll?
Save.
Yeah.
Fort save?
Fortitude save.
Okay.
It's still frightened 3, right?
It is, yes. That did not calculate the frightened there, so that's going to be a 24.
Then it hits.
Okay.
Okay, so is that a failure then?
Failure.
That is briefly trapped within the Vampiric Maiden. The target takes full damage and is immobilized by the Iron Maiden for 1 round or until it uses an interact action.
To extricate itself. Okay, so what does this look like?
So it is an Iron Maiden, like those traps that they would put people in that had the spikes in it. So it just like appears out of nowhere and just and probably has like Asmodeus's face on the front.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
neat.
He just screams as that starts crushing him here. So go ahead and roll the damage.
Ooh.
So it's, hold on, because it's 4d4 piercing and 4d4 negative damage. I don't know if it matters that they need to be separated it out.
It doesn't. That's totally fine there. Okay, so that's 24 damage, and you gain temporary hit points.
Is that equal to the damage done?
To the negative damage done? So that's what. So
Then I'll use
so
a.
I guess I would need to know how, because it didn't separate them out, did it?
it did. So you can, if you click on the thing, it rolls there. So you got 11 is the negative damage.
Oh, I see. Okay, cool.
And if
so
you
I
use a
am-
hero point, I'll let you choose which side to buff.
The negative damage.
Okay. So I guess yeah. Okay. So that's going to be the total damage will be 36, and that is going to be a total of 23 temporary hit points,
Nice. I'll take it.
and he takes 36 damage.
36 damage and immobilized for 1 round.
He starts screaming, "I can't, Darby! We have to flee!" He sounds so panicked. Anything else for you, Paya?
Admiral, why don't you go to this fellow here and do your thing? I wanted to send Admiral just to go there and do its little mental magic thing.
Okay. Yeah, it'll come
If it
step
can
up
get to it.
beside you. Yeah, it'll step up beside you and just start chirping at it. It doesn't
Okay.
have to be close. It just
Cool.
has to see him. Okay. He looks nervously around at all the scary things you guys are doing. They all look terrified, maybe regretting life decisions. Irina, it's your turn.
That's neat. She's going to flip her sword in her hand once and not even say anything and just go through the bars at the vampiric maiden while her sword is glowing in that navy energy. So she's going to channel Smite. And let's see. Let's try to hit, shall we?
Do it.
Strikes. 29.
29's gonna hit.
Great.
Yes.
Okay, so that. Okay, this is the non-negative energy damage. So there's that plus this is a 4th level, so it's 4d10. Right?
Yep, 4d10. Wow, Channel Smite gets strong. Except a lot of ones.
That is the worst roll.
Wow.
I
Hold
was
on.
gonna use a hero point. Well, I guess you get a reroll if I use.
Yeah,
a
and reroll the whole damage.
Yes.
I'll use a hero point so you can reroll that damage.
Okay, let's try
Okay.
again. Let's do better.
Better.
17 negative damage, so a total of 28 damage going.
Yeah.
into that.
How do you
Wait,
do it?
I had a hero point, right? I actually
You
did.
did.
check.
You're
Okay,
out now.
good.
That was your last one.
Okay.
So
Yeah, how do you do it, Arena?
So Irina's just gonna shake her head and go, "You should have run," and just ram it through the vampiric maiden, and just yank her sword out violently.
Yeah, there's just so much dark energy and purple fire and Iron Maidens.
And then she's going to turn and look at Darby over here, but she's gonna raise her shield. That's her last action.
Okay. Yeah, so the queen gestures towards Darby. This one is Darby. He can only pay with blood.
Gladly.
They will all pay.
Otis, you're up.
Cool. Devise a stratagem
Okay.
first, always. A 9 again. Doesn't matter. When I look at this scene, how bad off do the two back here look?
The old gentleman looks not too terrible, especially after the heal. She still looks pretty hurt, though. She doesn't look like she's super close after his big heal.
Okay. And it looks like they got the queen under control.
Yeah, the queen
Okay.
looks great right now.
Okay. Otis is gonna step in front of this lady as a move. Does flanking with that little creature count?
Yep, sure does.
Okay. And he's gonna while invisible, just say,
You chose the wrong person to align with.
and then he's gonna punch her.
Okay,
I rolled a 9, so that's going to be a 28.
that's gonna hit.
All right. Ooh, this is gonna be a lot of damage. Okay.
Oh, because you have that thing all set up, huh?
Yeah. Although it looks like it froze on me.
Uh-oh. I
That
see
is definitely not working.
it. Yeah,
Alright,
0
I'm
plus
gonna
3
roll.
something.
Oh, it's because I was doing the wrong thing. Here we go. That's 20 damage.
Okay, 20 damage. Yeah, so you just like punch her right in the right spot, gap in the armor. She lets out a big hoof, kind of topples over a little bit, but she's still standing.
Okay. As Otis appears, like materializes, you see his cigar smoke start like twirling up, and he just comes around with the other fist.
Nice. That's so cool. There we go.
28 again.
It's gonna hit.
This won't be as much damage, but 13 damage.
Okay. Any hero points?
We're out.
You
I
got
think you
one
have
left,
one,
Dennis.
Alex.
Oh, I do?
Yep,
Was I gifted another?
you were.
Look, I learned from the boat that if Chase asks this, she's probably at 1 hit point.
Yeah.
What? You don't know me?
Yeah. Hero point for sure.
Okay. How do you
She
do
looks weak.
it?
How do I do it?
How do you do it?
As she like kneels over, Otis is gonna actually grab her face in his hand, and say,
I stab thee with my heart.
and then just come up and just clock her in the face,
Yeah.
and
you
her
hit.
head spins.
And you're doing lethal, I imagine.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Horrible crunch. She topples to the ground.
Irina has never looked so proud She just looks proud with her sword and shield up.
Of
And that's-
everyone, she's so proud of this whole group.
That's all.
just
That's all
Otis.
my actions.
Okay.
Be determined.
All right. It is the queen's turn.
Whoa.
Whoa, that was
Yeah, what's
what
What
is
in
that?
the world?
What is that? What are you doing, BTP?
I didn't do anything.
It won't go away. What's
went
next
away.
up?
When you
next
put
up?
2 evil guilds in,
Who's
They
doing
demand to
rituals?
go.
Okay, so she is going to attack Darby here. So here we go. Why is that not working? That's 21 higher than it says, so that's going to be 38, which is going to crit. And I don't... 2 villain points? Yeah, he's got to do it. He can't get crit by her. Okay, last villain points going out here to miss that attack and deflect it back.
That's
So-
cool.
So he's like this expert duelist. He just keeps catching her blade and just counterattacking. He's very fast.
Yeah, I realized that. I should have asked what he was doing, or I would have tried to grapple him earlier. I thought he was like a spellcaster, so I'm just waiting.
No. So that is going to crit her in return.
Is he still taking his -3?
He's not. Thank you. I don't know why it's not calculating that. It's supposed to, but it's not. So that's not going to crit, but it will hit. Arbiter Themis keeping things in order. Okay, that's going to be 12 damage. I don't think he's got anything else he can do here right now. Nope. Okay, 12 damage to her. So he stabs her. She lets out a little groan of pain, but she looks fine. And then she's going to attack him again. Okay, I'm going to use this for the attack bonus, and if she hits, I'll do the damage.
Oh,
That's a nat 20.
Yeah.
She used her reaction yet? Okay, so she crits. When she does, she's going to use her reaction, and that like symbol on her chest is going to glow, and it looks like it almost like comes off of her chest and wraps around the short sword when she hits him here. So let's go ahead and do the critical. So she does 42 damage, and he screams, and he's taking persistent mental damage.
That's amazing.
That's great.
I'm so glad we brought them weapons.
Oh
Right?
yeah, this whole thing worked
She's-
out
She's
perfectly.
very useful. Okay, he's taking persistent damage. That's her turn. Dennis, you're up.
Okay. I will nod at Dante. And I'll say, Hemp of the week. And he's just gonna step up. And he's gonna take his one attack action to try and bite this guy.
Yeah, get it.
Okay. Themis Nemus.
Affirmation is still in my favor currently.
So 19.
21, right?
Okay.
It doesn't
Yeah.
minus your attack. It just goes.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Okay.
So 21.
Does frightened lower your AC?
It does.
That hits. Because I don't think it's
Sweet.
applying that either.
Okay.
The conditions don't actually apply to NPCs yet.
That's why. Okay. Good to know. Okay. Yeah, so that
Oh.
hits.
Okay, cool. Well, then I am gonna roll the damage. So
Yeah, you guys are like absolutely commanding this fight. Like, goodness gracious, you guys came out swinging.
It's kind of been like all the fights we've had today, which is good. It's a nice change for us.
it is. So that's 13 damage. Is that piercing and fire damage, or just fire damage?
It's both.
Okay.
So total is it's counted as both. It'll in your favor, right? Like if they're resistant to piercing, they'll take the full fire damage.
Okay.
Okay, that is 13 damage. Yeah, it bites him. Get off me, creature! What are you?
Awesome. Okay. Then I'm gonna look back at this guy, and I'm gonna cast a spell into my hand. And I'll say, and the lawbreakers shall find a place to rot and burn in hell. And I'm going to cast my fiery fireball at him.
Okay, which one?
Fire ray at him.
Him. Okay. Go
Darby.
ahead and make that attack roll. Hey, chat, if you want to give me some villain points and make it interesting, my villains are getting their butts kicked.
You certainly don't have to do that.
Well, that's a big
Don't.
old roll, isn't it?
It is.
Mhm.
That's a 32. His AC is -3. That's gonna crit.
It's going to crit?
It's gonna crit.
Oh.
Damn. Okay. So yeah, we'll roll that damage. And so that's double the damage, so 48.
Okay, that one's not already crit rolled, right? That's just the normal damage.
That's
there?
just my damage.
Okay, yeah, so 48. Any other critical effects on that?
No.
Okay,
Nope.
yeah, bolt of fire hits him. He screams. 48 damage to him.
Yep. And then I don't have any other moves, huh? Because stepping is one move action. Isn't it?
Stepping, Dante, firebolt. Okay.
Okay.
And
That's my turn.
it is his turn. Oh, I got a villain point. Nice, because he does fun things on villain points. All right. Let me look at a stat real quick here. All right. He's gonna look back to Clayton. Clayton, heal me! I'm trying. There's so much happening. Okay. He is going to try to feint the queen here. He critically does so. And then he is going to strike her with the rapier. That one versus her flat-footed, not going to crit, but it is going to hit with sneak attack damage. Yes.
Just gonna use a hero point and have him re-roll that.
Oh,
and
would
then
you like to?
You rolled so fast. Yes,
go
I
for it.
would. Yeah. This time Marina's just gonna bite the inside of her cheek and spit blood in his direction. No, you don't.
That reroll is going to put that down to a 22, which is going to miss. Okay. And then he's gonna parry for his last action.
Your back's against a wall. Sorry, Irina. Did not mean to steal your voice again. This always happens when I...
Okay,
always
take her
happens.
voice. She won't let me do fun things with my bad guys.
Well, you give me fun things to do, so I don't know what to tell you.
Okay, so this guy is gonna like shake his leg free of Dante going all vicious on him. Their frightened conditions drop down too on their turns. Let's drop those down. Get off me! Come on, Darby, keep standing! And he's gonna do a 2-action 4th level heal.
Did he step?
He did step. He's stepping, and then he's doing the heal. So Darby is healing for 44. And that's his turn. Paya, you're up.
Okay.
We're at a 15-minute mark, by the way.
Okay. I'm going to cast Divine Wrath on Darby, and I'm going to choose Lawful.
Okay, what does this do?
I just linked it in the
it's in the
chat,
chat.
but if they are not lawful, basically if they have an opposed alignment, I assume they aren't lawful since they're trying to cause a coup.
Definitely.
What do they do?
You deal
do a
40
fortitude.
10 damage.
Fortitude save.
Okay, fortitude save. I've got net -1.
Oh,
No,
wait, it's a 20-foot burst. Maybe I don't want to do that.
I mean, you can burst it like, oh, yeah, I guess this is like kind of against a wall, huh?
Yeah, unless I can burst it
You
like...
could get him and the queen.
What if I do it up? Well, if I do it up here, it would hit me, wouldn't it? Yeah. Dang it. Okay, sorry.
Well, I mean,
Didn't
if it
realize
hits,
that.
if it hits
Well,
you, it doesn't matter.
Right.
You're lawful.
Oops, I didn't mean to send that other thing through. Sorry. Actually, I am lawful, so it wouldn't affect me, and it may not affect the queen.
You can actually just get you and him right there.
Okay.
Do it.
I want my Nemus to move though first. If I can use one action just to tell it to move, like
Yeah, for sure. One action
of the
gives
way.
it 2 actions.
What?
One action. You spend 1 action and it gives it 2 actions.
Oh, okay. I'll do that. I guess if it has one more action, if it's in range, then do its mental thing to Darby.
Yeah, for sure.
And then I'll do Divine Wrath so that it just hits me, and if it's possible to just hit me, Darby, and even Themis, it could hit Themis and I'll be fine.
You got it. Yeah. Okay. So he's gonna save. Affirmation and fear are gonna balance each other out. So this is gonna be his actual save. That is going to be a 22.
That is a fail.
Okay.
Why? Oh, sorry. Hold on. Totally just rolled on the wrong thing.
No, you're good. Okay, so 24 damage, and he's sickened 1.
Yes.
Nice.
What does this look like?
Oh, man. I mean, it would be cool if it was like a fiery flame that came out, but almost like it had the face of Asmodeus kind of in there.
Yeah, for sure. And he kind of like hunkers over, looks like he's sick to his stomach as this kind of washes over him. Okay. That is Paya's turn. Irina, you're up.
These squares. I am blind. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. Okay, so I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to there.
Okay.
Maybe if I unclick a ruler.
I gotcha.
Yeah. And then I'm going to hit this man because stop what you're doing now. And she's gonna
I'd like to see you stop me.
she's gonna channel smite him.
Okay. Oh, she might stop him.
33.
33.
Please crit.
He is frightened too. That's gonna crit.
You are a bitch.
Yes.
Good. Okay. So here's
Is that a 4th level harm?
yes, it is a 4th level harm. So here's the non-harm part of it. So 28 damage.
Okay.
And then this
Nice.
is going to be
8d10.
8d10
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
for another 47 damage on top of that.
Man, I wish I had a hero point for that.
Well,
Yeah.
you don't need one. How do you do it?
So she strides up and she's pissed. Her sword glows and she just looks at them and says that you will stop what you're doing, and she's just gonna take her sword like up diagonally across his chest.
I'd like
and
to
just
see
take-
you. Okay. Yep. He is donezo.
That's my turn.
Yep. Night. Otis.
Otis looks at Irina and just nods. He's going to devise a stratagem. Ooh, that's not great. He rolled a 5 on that. He's going to charge. Well, not charge, but run up to Darby.
You will cease attacking the queen this instant, sir.
She doesn't deserve this throne. I'll pay you. I'll pay you more than she's paying you.
She's not paying us.
And then he's going to attack. It's going to only be a 23.
A 23 is going. He's frightened too. That's gonna miss.
Okay. And then last action, Otis will try to punch him again.
Okay.
There you go. That'll do it.
32.
32 is gonna hit.
Okay. 9 damage.
9 damage. Okay, yeah, you clock him a good one. Man, frightened is such a strong condition. Jeez Louise.
So good. That's it. My turn's done.
Okay. It is her turn. You stopped her from getting hit last turn, right, Themis? Or not Themis,
Mm.
Irina.
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay. She is going to step to get into flanking with Otis, and she's
Oh,
going to
love
attack him.
that.
Okay, that is going to crit him with the flat-footed. I'm going to spend my last 2 villain points and let it not hit, and he's going to attack back. Man, those villain points have saved him from like 3 crits. That's not going to hit her, though, on the crackback. And then she's going to try it again. That's going to hit him, not crit him. 16 damage. Okay, that is her turn. Themis.
Okay, I'm gonna do 1 step. Well, I guess I'll do 2 just so that I can box him in a bit.
Mhm.
And then I'm going to strike.
Oh,
Oh,
there's the nat 20.
Sweet. Okay.
This is bludgeoning damage. Let's get you a nat 20 card, shall we?
Yes. And then he's also I have a fearsome weapon when I crit, so he's afraid again. Or he should increase his frightened condition by 1, and he's also tripped because of my weapon specialization with flail.
Oh, okay, wait, so this is important. Do you have weapon specialization?
I do.
That's going to be triple damage with your crit card. So roll the crit damage and then roll normal damage. We'll just
Wow. All
This
right.
is
Here.
acceptable.
I'm not even going to prepare for my turn.
yeah. There's no way he survives this.
And you
Okay,
have to
so-
villain
aw.
points.
Well, that was just my. So hold on. So my 2d8 plus 5, that was 36, and my regular damage is 15 on top of that.
So that's
So
36.
51.
51 is right on the money. So how do you do it?
So he'll parry, and then I want to kind of like as I step up and he turns to face me, I'll just take my chain and I'll catch his arm, and I'll say, lawbreakers always end up in chains, and then I swing it up and bring it down on his skull and crush it into his ribcage.
Why did both encounters end with the crescendo of the music? It was beautiful.
That was
That
so
was-
badass.
It's like we planned it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Crushes in. He gives a gasp. He falls over. As soon as he does, you see the queen's symbol on her chest stop glowing. She just spits on his body. You've done well. Thank you.
Of course.
He took my son from me. He tried to take our kingdom from us. There was nothing more for him.
Your Highness, it is my pleasure to serve the crown. And I'll say, now, of course, it is not my place, as you are the almighty adjudicator of your kingdom, but we did discover that your entire castle staff was involved.
Yes, we are aware. We will be retreating for some allies before we come back.
Count
we
us
can
among
take you
you.
to your son.
Yes, please.
I will offer up my lightning griffin, so that they can be taken to their son.
Okay, so two
lightning.
Oh, okay.
Shuni's, I'm not Shuni. Otis's lightning griffin, the inspector's lightning griffin, because I already gave mine to the son, so I'm just giving other people's lightning griffins.
It's fine.
Okay, so you send them off to the inn there.
Uh-huh.
Okay, yeah, they thank you. Husband comes out, gives the queen a hug. Thank you all for doing what you did. Our kingdom is in your debt. Our son has a good taste and judgment, I see.
That he does. It was our most delightful pleasure to serve the crown.
Yes, our kingdom thanks you. And with that, they'll anxiously take off on the griff towards their son, and that wraps it up. But let's go to some aftermath here. Anything else you guys want to do here before we wrap up the session? We'll get to loot. There's some aftermath stuff and whatnot, but
I'll just say, Dante, you've earned it. And I'll let him feast away.
Nice. Yes, he will chow down.
Oh,
The
good
cannibalistic
idea.
little Nemus that he is.
Admiral, if you'd like to join in, feel free.
Irina's gonna heal herself up with a harm or two. Probably just one harm.
Okay. Yeah. Patch yourself up.
Otis will also inspect her, make sure she's okay. And that's that.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys wrap up. I imagine you go get your lightning griffs back at the inn.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah.
The sun was okay.
The
prince?
son was okay. He got the right. He mentions being terrified by the lightning griff. Arbiter, are we going to have that appointment now? Commission?
I would love to.
Very good. Just set up a time.
All right, I'll have my people contact. Oh goodness.
That means I will contact you, so I'll speak with you later.
So at the inn, they've already rallied like some people. They have some soldiers around the area, and they go take their palace back. They ask you guys to join them. Do you join them in the fight to come
Hell
back?
yeah! Listen. I'm gonna
Murder.
slaughter every
Oh yeah.
every wrongdoer. No quarter unless I am instructed to by the reigning king and queen to give quarter. I slay everyone in my
Yep,
pack.
I'm
Sith Lord
going with her.
style.
Going with her.
Everyone.
This
I wanna
is a-
lay their
This is a
bodies in
Jedi
the
temple
street.
cleansing.
Yes, it is.
In
Hell yeah,
fact,
it is.
Otis will use his blades alongside Irina in their section of the castle.
Amazing. And it's just harm. All channel snipe forever.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, you guys, there's weak resistance. Eventually, they give up, and the king and queen do order a mercy on some of them. But it was a big bloodshed before it happened.
Irina doesn't give mercy.
As long as it was sanctioned by the crown.
There's nothing better than serving justice.
Oh, it was so delicious. It was practically orgasmic.
Yeah.
I think Themis will think fondly back on this day for a long time.
Yep.
The arena's no mercy. Do you do the thing where they tell you to stop and you like one last throat cut before
Yeah.
you call it? Good.
I mean, unless the queen or king tells me not to, it doesn't matter how much they beg. I kill them anyway.
Okay, yeah, they'll eventually order a halt to it.
Yeah.
Okay. So after everything's settled with, there's a cleanup happening and whatnot. The queen returns to her throne with the king. She has beautiful armor that she brings out, along with a very nice decorated falchion that she used for the fight. She'll remove her breastplate at the end of it. We thank you all for your help, and you've earned this. Please take it as a token of my gratitude. I don't know who gets it, but we have gold compensation to reward the rest very handsomely.
A breastplate, you say?
This was the beginning. I said, "Oh, that's unfortunate." When I was reading to myself for the poor evil guilds, this is celestial armor.
Is this from Iomade?
It's not for you, that's for sure.
No, I want to know if Iomade had
It's
any
not from
part.
Iomade. No, her
Right.
deity here is Desna. So it's a nice decorated Desna breastplate. But she'll just hand it to you. At the very least, this is a very expensive piece of armor. It's worth 2,500 gold pieces. And then she'll order one of the newly reclaimed servants to go get some gold coffers, and they will also bring out 2,500 gold pieces just in a big chest and hand it over. We told you we'd pay you handsomely for helping take back the throne.
Is this in addition to what your son will be paying?
This covers our son's portion as well.
This is a kingly gift. Thank you.
Yes. You're so kind. Thank you.
In addition, you helped us go above and beyond and reclaim the throne. So she's going to also beckon him to go get something. He's going to bring back another like little lockbox with a whole bunch of these signet rings, and she's going to hand them to each of you. These rings are worth 30 gold each. With these rings, you can call in a favor from our kingdom.
Oh.
Priceless. Priceless.
This is for each guild, not each individual, but wear the ring proudly nonetheless.
What kind of favor may we call?
Ask it, and we'll see what we can do.
Wow. Bad A. Well, you guys are primary, so do you want the chest piece or the gold?
Otis's second deity is Desna. Like he used to be all about Desna. He's not as much anymore. What does it do?
Yeah, let's talk about celestial armor. Otis took a big evil shift, needless to say. So this is a +2 resilient chainmail made of fine white links of a strange and slightly translucent pale metal. The sleeves and skirt are fashioned into smaller trails that resemble feathers. Unlike normal chainmail, celestial armor has no speed reduction. Its armor check penalty is 0 and its bulk is 1. You gain +1 bonus to AC and saving throws against fiends. You appear radiant while you wear the armor.
Oh my god.
Giving you a +2 item bonus to diplomacy checks against all creatures except for fiends. If you are not good, you are drained 2 while wearing celestial armor. You can't recover from this condition while wearing the armor. And then once per day, you can use an action, and the armor sprouts glowing wings that grant you a fly speed of 30 feet. The wings shed bright light in a 40-foot radius and dim light to the next for the next 40 feet. The wings fade away after 10 minutes.
This is useless to all of us.
100%.
I mean,
Yeah.
It was a nice gift.
It's just drained.
I mean, I don't think we want this garbage.
I don't really say garbage.
Well, you may market it if you wish.
I think we'll take the gold.
I agree.
We'll take the plate, and our Contract Consortium quartermaster will know what to fetch for it.
Yep.
Okay, so just donating it.
100%. There's
So
nothing...
sad.
It's a beautiful item,
Fair, yeah.
and
Beautiful.
obviously it meant a lot to her, and we're like, thank you, regift.
It's an avocado.
All right. So both guilds get a signet ring. The signet rings are each individually worth 30 gold. You don't have to keep them, but if you don't both turn them in, you can't redeem the favor. So it's basically 60 gold pieces to keep a favor from the kingdom.
Easy.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah. And then gold goes to the Syndicate. Celestial armor gets donated by the Syndicate of Rites.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Contract.
Contract Consortium.
I mean, we'll do both. We'll take the gold
Hey
and
now.
donate.
Hey now.
They get everything. No, and then Themis, you have a special option for a downtime activity with the prince. If you desire, we'll talk about that before the next
Oh,
job
I
draft.
desire. It's going down.
Special activities. So.
Beautiful. So we will wrap it up there. So we're going on a bit of a break, chat. So we're taking some time off for the holidays. So what's the next date we're coming back? I should have looked this up ahead of time. We are not playing next Tuesday. We're coming back, I believe, on January 5th.
Yes.
That is going to be a special job draft. It's going to be very important for the story. It's not going to be a normal job draft. The players don't even know about it yet, but special job draft for our big comeback from the holidays. So we'll see you on January 5th for that. We do still have some things going on the channel. I think the next thing we have coming up, if I'm not mistaken, we're playing Defiant next Monday. I am in that, and I don't think anybody else in this group is in that, but it's basically, it's a TTRPG about being supernaturals in modern time apocalypse, and you're royalty and enjoying the apocalypse. It's great. So
Correct.
check that out.
There's a thing tomorrow as well, not on this channel, but Emily, who's running production, and myself, I don't know why I'm still talking like Arena, but here we are.
Never stop.
Are going to be playing Mork Bjork between Victory Conditioned Gaming and Freely Publishing. If you want to check that out tomorrow, at 7 p.m. Mountain Time.
Nice. It's a wonderful death-filled horror game. It's
Yes.
great. Go check it out. Anybody else have anything to plug or anything before we wrap up, guys?
No, just have a happy holiday.
New episode of the Side Quest Inn will be up after this stream.
Yeah, check that out. Toby does a podcast with Felicia and other people, and it's awesome. Very cool, guys. Yeah, thank you, players. You guys did great. It was a wonderful, fun time. Great role play. Well played. If you guys would like to support our channel, please follow or subscribe to Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or any of those. You can show your support by purchasing dice and accessories from one of our affiliate partners. After all, if you're going to help us, you might as well get some fancy math rocks out of it. You'll find those links as well as the Patreon in the discount section below, or if you're watching on YouTube, in the description. If you're already doing all those things, thank you so much. Your support means the world. Now go take a long rest. Go do not do what the evil guilds just did and, slay a lot of people.
Or
Please do maintain order and have a happy holiday.
Yeah, and have a happy holiday, guys, and we'll catch you next time. Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.